There's a G on the pronunciation sheet, but we aren't sure if it's Farragher or Farragher. Farragher?
Farragher.
Okay. Okay. And we are on stream. We're not on radio. We're on stream, not on radio. Thank God. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Is this technically the Northeast Regional? The Ithaca region? Okay, thank you.
Are you going to share the open with me?
Commonwealth. I think the hardest part for me this weekend is going to not be getting, like, all the conferences confused.
Yeah.
Because I've talked to so many fucking teams now. Let me see. What, I mean, if you want to talk about anything else pregame, what do you want to talk about? You have a certain player in mind? Do you have a coach in mind? Team in general in mind?
I start talking about the Tufts coach, and then you say something in the way of, like, you shift over to Eastern. I can talk about a few of their players, because Hannah Pringle right now is leading the coach percentage points filled.
Okay.
And percentage aces and blocks, Emma Flores leads. So I can talk about those two players.
Okay. I'm going to talk about their records for sure, because we have to, like, detail how they got here.
Right.
But other than that, okay. Sounds good. Yeah, that works good, actually. That works good. You gon' break my soul. 4, 5. You're gonna talk about Tufts?
Yeah, I'm going to talk about their coach a bit, like you said, on the call. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So then, that's good. You say that bit about the coach. I'll come back and be like breaking down both sides of the court. Like, these are their records. This is how they got here. And then I'm gonna end with Eastern, so you can be like, and some people that helped Eastern get here are blah 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 blah. And you can talk about Pringle and whoever. Okay.
Are we
That
going
works.
on after the anthem briefly? Or?
I would assume so. Either that or we'll come on before and pause for the anthem. That's what we do at Cornell, but I'm not sure how Justin wants to do it. So.
I can add a little commentary during the broadcast of, woke up, the vibes are high here, a beautiful day, right?
Oh, absolutely. Let's have some fun with this, okay? Like, these aren't our teams. Like, we're going to have some fun. Easy. Oh, God, this reminds me of basketball season. Oh, the energy.
So now it's gotten the Ithaca volleyball playlist. What's the basketball playlist like?
This song is on there, or used to be at least, and whew, it like gets you so fired up. Like, genuinely, like when they're like warming up, like running around, you're like, have some fun. Basketball has fun. I'm excited to start. I'm excited for basketball. I really am.
I want to try out for like a host or analyst position. We'll see.
I hosted last year
Yeah.
and I had a blast with it. Really, I loved it.
Is women's crew easier to get than men's?
No, I
Oh,
would
actually, men's is.
I would say they are both equally as vouted for because the women's are historically better than the men's. So like the women are more fun to cover because they're better. But I think they're going to be pretty even this year because we lost so many people off the women's side of things, but we'll see. They have that grad transfer though from like
Cameron
like
Coffey.
no grad transfer from like she's from one of the UC schools. She's a D1 athlete. She's very good. Baran Buhanda. Jeez, that's terrible.
Capo EJ. All right, let's see it. Potencia Premier. Oh shit. Potencia
Depinciere
Pinheiro.
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 Pinheiro. Okay. Pinheiro. At least in terms of basketball spotting boards too, would you recommend something like that? I know in hockey usually with lines you go through across and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly that would be more of a Cam and Eli question because
Okay.
I've never called basketball or I
Oh
haven't
yeah.
yet. So, um, but Jeremy and Matt always used to do their boards up and down like that.
Yeah, I got to meet Jeremy for the first time last year.
I love Jay Gold. Jay Goldstein, baby.
It's amazing, like broadcasters' knowledge. Like I'm like them. I'm like, there's no way the guy knows me. He graduated before I even got here. I said, what's your name? I said, you follow me. I said, I'm Farrell. He said, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I've seen your like Instagram profile. And so I'm like, what? Okay.
What a loser. No, he's
Hey, Devils fan.
he is a Devils fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, he DM'd me yesterday about
Yeah.
the Avalanche taking out Jack Hughes or taking out Luke. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I was like, go suck a flower, you fucking bitch.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't too happy with that, but that's not why we're losing.
That's what he said. He confirmed to me, like he's telling himself that now. So that's probably why.
I hope he's right. 'Cause do you usually want to stand up for this, or do you stand
I
up?
say hope Eli.
Okay. Are the kids who are down there like retrieving the balls? Are they sports management kids?
A lot of them are Ithaca athletes that just work for the athletic department. Yeah. Or work for Lutz.
Okay, 2 Cooper, 3 Casa Grande, 4 Neely, 6 Fregoso, 7 Huron Buhonda, 8 Gruber, 9 Kiston, 11 Rohrer, 12 Stone, 13 Dittman, 14 Flores, 15 Kelly, 16 Saxton, 18 Couch, 19 Rigo, 21 Martin, 22 Schreiber, 23 Pringle, 24 Adink, 20 Norman, 19 Heckman, 18 Griffith, 17 Castor.
Oh, what's this song? It's so good and it's stuck in my head.
This song?
Yeah.
Broadway Girl?
By Stapleton?
Morgan Wallen.
Oh, Wallen.
Morgan Wallen.
Oh, it's from his album with 98 Braves, right? Is it that new album?
I don't know, actually.
I'm a big country girl, but
I'm a bigger Combs guy than I am Wallen. I know. That's not the consensus amongst most, but
I think I like both of them pretty equally.
I don't listen to too much country, to be honest.
Saxton.
Pringle. Grande. Help me with the quote.
So with markers and all that, I can basically like say back right corner, left corner, front court, back court, service line, right? Simple stuff and be okay. I'd say. It's a lot of the energy on the call too, right? Like a back right corner slam, like some.
I get pretty fired up, I'm not gonna lie.
Let's do it.
But, like, I will probably, like, start losing my voice by the third set. I'm not gonna lie.
Nice.
So,
I can say for the Tufts coach, I can say when we spoke with her yesterday, right? I can say
Test,
Test,
one,
test,
two.
test.
Test, 1, 2. Here in Ben Light Gymnasium for the Ithaca College Regional Volleyball Tournament. Division 3, round of 64. It's Eastern v. Tufts in the NCAA Volleyball Championship. Good. No, you're totally fine.
Wait, are we on right now?
That's a great question. NCAA Volleyball making its debut on the South Hill this morning as we gear up for the first action in the Ithaca Regional of the Division 3 Volleyball Championship. The inaugural match is the Tufts Jumbos showing down against the Eastern Eagles, and anytime you get to see playoff volleyball, it's a pleasure, and this one, it's going to be fun to watch. Welcome to Ben Light Gymnasium on the campus of Ithaca College. I'm Rihanna DeCrow alongside Farrell Hudson. And Farrell, talking to the coaches, there's one word that kept coming up: excitement. And I can feel it. I'm excited to be here. There's going to be some great volleyball on the South Hill today.
Yeah, certainly, Ray. Not to be understated. And when we were talking to head coach Cora Thompson of Tufts yesterday, she spoke about how just grateful the program was to be here. She said it was sheer joy and elation. She just had gratitude for the team having another opportunity. They were battle-tested all season, and it's not something they expected to be here. So they said, certainly an honor. And she said, clearly, we will make the most of our opportunity.
Yeah, not expected to be here is kind of an understatement. If you want to look at both sides of the court, the Jumbos are here in Ithaca today off the at-large bid at 14-10 overall, 6-4 in the conference. They were upset in their conference tournament in the semifinals by Williams. And on the eastern side of things, a 7-0 MAC Commonwealth record and 27-3 overall. Farrell, how did they get here?
Well, they got here in two parts. That would be Hannah Pringle. She's been outstanding for Eastern all season. She leads in the kill department in points and also in kills per set with 3.58. Another player to look out for is junior middle hitter Bridget Kelly. She's got a hit percentage of over 3, and she's got 51 aces on the season, including 99 blocks, so one short of the century mark. So those have been the players really driving the bus for Eastern, but overall it has to take a full team effort to get to 27-3.
Yeah, and you mentioned those hitters for Eastern, Farrell. I mean, they were best in the MAC in hitting percentage at 252 in that regard, and that's 12 in the entire nation in that category as well. This is the third year in a row that they have won the MAC Commonwealth, so returning 13 girls as well. I mean, this team is stacked on that side of the floor, and on the Tufts side, a little bit of a younger team, graduating some of their best players last year and 7 seniors that graduated last year for this Tufts Jumbos team. But the freshmen, they've been coming up big, and these leaders, these older leaders on the team, you know, Riley Farragher, Tori Golden, have really been coaching up these younger freshman players.
Yeah, Riley Farragher and Tori Golden have been outstanding. Kills per set, they are top on the team, and Riley Farragher leads the team in kills with 217, an impressive 28 more kills this season than last. She's been an integral part of the success of the Jumbos. She's a leader in 3 stacked categories. That's really impressive, and you need that kind of senior leadership to get you through games like this where you're facing a tough opponent and, you know, it's unfamiliar territory for a lot of the underclassmen. These are the 2 players you need in those spotlight. I expect to see a good game from both of them today.
Yeah, and, you know, talking to a lot of the media that's in the room today, a lot of the fans that are in the room and around the South Hill, they said this was going to be one of the more entertaining matchups on the South Hill today. I actually agree with them very much so. I think this is going to be very competitive, highly contested, and I think both of these teams are really going to put up a fight. I mean, talking to Coach Cora Thompson on the Tufts side of things, said this team was very gritty, that they weren't going to let up by any means, in this Eastern team, just a program versed in success. I mean, and let's look at these 2 teams against each other, too. Eastern and Tufts, they've played each other 3 times throughout program history. They haven't seen each other since the NCAA playoffs back in 2021. Tufts actually took the victory there in a 3-set sweep in Baltimore. But the last time Eastern beat Tufts was back in 2005 in October. They grabbed the win in 5 sets. It's going to be a competitive one today.
Yeah, for sure, and excited to get it going as music's blaring loud inside Ben Light Gymnasium, brimming with anticipation. Can't wait to get going on this one.
And these players can't wait to get going here either in Ben Light Gymnasium. We see some dancing going on both sides of the floor, players giving each other high fives as we gear up for the match number 1 of the NCAA Division III Volleyball Championships in the Ithaca Regional. 11:30 start time here at Ben Light Gymnasium. A beautiful day so far. Perfect weather, even though we're inside, kind of sheltered by that. It's a nicer day on the South Hill for upstate New York weather in November, excuse me. Wow.
Almost Thanksgiving time, Ray. Come
Goodness
on now.
gracious, I know. So this is Tufts on the left side of the floor in the brown uniforms, and Eastern in the white uniforms on the right side of the floor. As we will gear up for serve number 1, this is Viviana Fregroso. She will get us going. And we are underway in set number 1. Received by the Jumbos. Sets up the quick set into the back corner, perfectly placed.
Yeah, great job there. And who else? Riley Farragher to get the scoring started. Great job there. Tufts takes the early 1-0 lead.
So Tori Golden, the 6'2 senior, will step up to the line for the first serve on the jumbo side of things. Sends one over. A service ace right off the bat from the jumbos. How about it?
Yeah, 20 on the season for Golden. Make that 21 now. Great start for Tufts. They spoke about how they really wanted to get off to a good start here. They're doing exactly that.
She'll line up for serve number 2. Controlled by the jumbos. Haran Buhanda sets up Pringle on the far side. That'll find the empty floor.
Yeah, Hannah Pringle leading the team with 358 kills on the season. She's been outstanding in her sophomore year. She really uses that height to her leverage.
So this is the senior libero Casagrande for the Eagles. Set to Castor. That'll go down into the floor and be a Tufts point. So we're tied at 2 here. Oh, excuse me, that'll fall to the Eastern side of things. The ref pointed at Tufts. They gave the point to Eastern. I don't know if they'll correct the scoreboard there. But this will be Megan Harrison on the service line. Haran Buhanda sets up Kelly. One arm, tried to save it, was Harrison, couldn't do it.
Yeah, nice hit there by Bridget Kelly. We spoke about her pregame. She's going to have to make a huge impact today for the Eagles. She looks to draw them back a little closer.
So this is Haran Buhanda, one of the seniors on this team that did see this Tufts team back in 2021. Barely hitting the net, managing to make it over. Free ball over by Tufts. Haran Buhanda sets up Lugo on the far side. Diving was couldn't get there.
Yeah, Jaylene Lugo, nice hit there. Good hit percentage on the season for the former MAC Commonwealth Tournament MVP. She's no stranger to playing in big games. She makes a good play there.
Serve goes back middle. Harrison sets up Castor again. She'll finish. Castor all the way from that back row. Impressive stuff.
A great start to the game for Castor here. 2 kills early.
So Rihanna Liu now, the 5'9 freshman from Foster City, California, will be at the service line. This Tufts team running a 6-2 rotation. Rihanna stepping in on, just thrown right to the fire as a freshman as one of the starting setters on this team. Diving is Harrison, great dig for Heckman now on the Tufts side. And Pringle goes straight into the arms of the block. That'll go out of play. And Eastern will clean up that point.
Yeah, great job there by Tufts, but it looks like Eastern will be getting the point there. Did that go out of bounds?
Off the arms of the blockers and out of play on the near side. So this is Trinity Gruber. Sets up Castor again into the arms of the block and out of play on the Eastern side of things. So these teams trading blows here early in set number 1. She'll send herself to the line. Claire Castor, the freshman, 40 service aces on the year, been one of the standout players for the Jumbos this season. Dug out by Casagrande. Haran Buhanda sets up Lugo. She'll finish.
Yeah, great job there by the Eagles as they tie this one up here at 5.
A lot of energy from the Eastern Eagles side of things. Megan Harrison receives. Tipping it over is Cunningham. That'll be out of play. So we will be tied at 6 here early here in set number 1 at the service line. Bridget Kelly, one of those players that we mentioned has been so integral in this team's success. Straight over comes Logan Martin, slams the door.
And that's a great sense of urgency there by Logan Martin. She could anticipate the play right from the start, comes right on top of the net, no second thought. Great job there by Martin, a 7-5 lead.
So Kelly looking to go on a run here. Lou sets up Golden on the far side. Finally, the Tufts respond.
Tori Golden's been outstanding all season. Continues to do it here. Nice kill there to draw them within 1.
Cora Cunningham out of Dayton, Ohio, sends this one back middle. Haran Buhanda sets up Couch into the back row.
Yeah, beautifully placed there by Lexi Couch. Again, she could read that, slam it down hard, and good job there to give Eastern an 8-6 lead.
Couch, one of those players who didn't play a whole lot her freshman season, but on pace to double her kill count from last season. Quick set over. Martin tries to go in and into the arms of the blockers. That was Golden. And Chi on the far side with the big block for the Jumbos.
Yeah, Golden and Chi leading the team in blocks. Tufts, that would be with 73 on the season. We'll look to see if she can make more of an impact in the front court.
So this is Maddie Yu, one of the other setters on the team for this Jumbo squad. Harrison digs it out. Quick tip over. Karan Buhanda sends the free ball over. Now for Golden. And sneaking on that far side line, finds the Jumbos another point. Maddie Yu lines up again. Karan Buhanda sets up Martin. Too much power on that one, and that'll fall onto the tough side of the empty hardwood. This has been tightly contested here so far. Just a 1-point deficit from both of these teams. And
yeah, strong effort there. Good back and forth battle, like you said, Ray, and strong effort there from Logan Martin. Nonetheless, I'm impressed so far with the front court of Tufts. They've really been battling hard, as unfortunately for their case, they give up a weak point there.
Both of these teams quite good in the serving department. As we've seen service aces on both sides of the floor now. This is Fragroso back at the line. That'll go out of play for a service error, the first of the night.
Fragoso with 22 service errors on the season. She's played well, though, for her sophomore year. Makes a careless mistake there, making it a 10-9 game.
So this is Golden. Sets up Martin on the far side. Finds a perfectly placed spot in the front left corner.
That seems to be the key theme so far, Ray. They're really finding those open spaces and taking the most advantage of them. Really strong start by Eastern, a great sense of urgency.
So Grace Casagrande at the line. Again, one of those players that saw this Tufts team back in 2001. Farragher goes up for her first try of the night. And the net violation from the Eagles hands the ball back over to Tufts.
Yeah, nice job by Farragher there again. So now it'll be Harrison to serve.
Karan Buhanda sets up Kelly. She'll make the soft touch over, find the empty hardwood, a little trickery there.
Yeah, beautiful trickery, a nice teardrop from Bridget Kelly. She's been a good part so far for the Eagles in this game. It's been really well-rounded, multiple contributors so far in the early going as they take a 12-10 lead.
So Karan Buhanda sends the serve over. For Farragher, she'll try again into the arms of the Eastern block. Harrison now sets up Castor on the far side, dug out. Pringle tries to send it over. Beautiful dive by Yu. And from the back row is Golden. Great rally from both of these squads. Can Pringle finish? The free ball into the net off the one arm from Tori Golden ends that rally.
Great rally and great resilience there by the Eagles.
So 13-10 is your score. Eagles in the lead. She'll line again. And miscommunication there on the Jumbo side. Farragher thought Yu was going to go for it on that second touch. Both of them just kind of looking at each other, not moving their feet. As a timeout will be called by the Jumbos, Coach Cora Thompson pulling her team in to have a quick conversation on the sideline.
Yeah, tough so far in a little bit of disarray. We saw the mistake, careless mistake made by Golden. Then there, another mistake, so they're going to have to regroup a little bit. Probably a good time for a timeout for them, as Eastern's been off to a really strong start, capitalizing on all the mistakes made by the Jumbos.
And I think what's really stood out to me most, Farrell, so far has been the energy on both sides of the floor. The volume from the Eastern side of the court is absolutely deafening on that side. Every point they get, they're yelling, they're screaming. This is an energetic team over here on the right side of the floor. And on the left side, not playing too not playing too terrible against a really, really strong Eastern team, but nonetheless staying in the fight here. And Coach Cora Thompson having a conversation with her team on that side. 8-time NESCAC Coach of the Year, 3-time AVCA Northeast Coach of the Year, has been with this squad for 21 years. One of the most winningest coaches in the NCAA. Her .753 winning percentage ranks her 8th in the NCAA in winningest active coaches for Division III. As we look to get back underway here in set number 1, 14-10 your score here in set number 1. Haran Buhanda gets us back underway. Yu sets up Castor on the far side. Looks to finish, can't do it. Haran Buhanda for Kelly now. Middle floor.
Bridget Kelly's been on fire, and no surprise, 2-time AVCA All-Region and Honorable Mention, All-MAC Commonwealth, just a list of accolades. She proves it with her consistent play.
Harrison receives Yu, sets up Castor, looks to finish. And diving for it is Casagrande in the back row.
Yeah, Julia Castor is one of those unlikely candidates as opposed to some of her other teammates leading in other stat categories. Nonetheless, a great start for the Guerin Catholic High School product in this one.
And it's been all Claire Castor for the Jumbos. 5 kills on the night so far as Rihanna Liu lines up, receives, free ball over, sets up Cunningham, she'll finish.
Nice solid hit there by Cunningham. 79 kills on the season in her senior year, but that's the senior leadership we're talking about. That's another player you can look to make a difference to try and get Tufts back in this one.
Liu running all the way from the service line into the front row to set up that kill as Haran Buhanda sets up Lugo on the far side into the arms of the Tufts block. That timeout did wonders for him, Farrell.
Yeah, for sure, and that was Claire Castor and Cora Cunningham teaming up right there. And the front courts have been really strong. That's been the theme of both these games. So I'm really excited to see the way both defenses tussle with one another for the rest of this one.
So Liu gets us back underway. Haran Buhanda sets up Pringle, goes straight into the net.
A rare attacking error there by Hannah Pringle. That's her first of the season. So usually Johnny on the spot wasn't there and now forces Eastern to call a timeout.
On the run from Rihanna Liu, the 5'9" freshman there from the service line, been the secondary setter in this 6-2 rotation. She was just only 6 games without a kill, and what Coach Cora Thompson called the flashier setter of the two. And the other setter on this team, the 5'4" senior Maddie Yu, who was all NESCAC first team in 2022 and just surpassed 1,500 assists this year for her time at Tufts. Pretty impressive from both of these setters so far.
Yeah, the setter's definitely the heartbeat of this jumbo offense, and freshman, senior, no matter what grade, you see contributors all across, and that really leads them to being well-balanced as Eastern calls a timeout there. Head coach Matt Birtwhistle going through some different reminders, and should be a fun rest of this set.
Fun rest of the set indeed, as we're just a 1-point deficit between these two teams. Tufts with 14, Eastern with 15 as the buzzer rings. We wait on the whistle from the refs. And back underway here in set number 1. Good serve there. Haran Buhanda sets up Pringle, looks to finish. In the back row is Golden. She'll dig it out. For Castor, the tip over. Casagrande is there. For Pringle again, lining up, can't do it. Harrison sets up Liu for Castor. Hard swing. Free ball over. Golden sets up Liu. Quick tip by Cunningham. Can't do it. A fight at the net here. Free ball over again. Rihanna Liu, the setter's dump. Dug out. Soft touch over. Trying to put it away was Heckman. And finally doing it is Tufts. What a rally.
Yeah, and what a rally indeed, Rihanna. And you look at Rihanna Liu, that's just what we were speaking about there. a freshman, but no stranger to great games like this. Voted team captain and MVP in high school, first team all-league. So she's really shown that in battle-tested games she can really come through, and she makes a big play there.
Ron Buhanda sets up Pringle, can't handle it, is Golden in the back row. Straight power from the MAC Rookie of the Year back in 2022. The leader in kills on this team doing her thing out on the floor here this morning. So finally, Eastern will get their chance to serve again. This is Gruber at the line. Rihanna Liu sets up Cunningham. Right up the line, she'll finish.
Great job there by the senior Cunningham. Again, sense of urgency, just slamming it right down. Former third-team All-State selection and two-time NESCAC All-Academic Team player. Has really been solid.
So Claire Castor will commit the service error there, untimely at that, as we were tied at 16, now gives Eastern the 17 to 16 point lead, sends Bridget Kelly to the line, who, if you recall last time, kind of sent this Eastern team on a run. She'll line up, serve is good. Liu sets up Heckman in the front row, battle at the net, Heckman tips it over. Now Couch looks to finish, dug out by Harrison. For Golden, and a hand on it by Trinity Gruber in the back row. Ties us back up again.
Yeah, and I'm sure if Trinity Gruber could have that one back, she'd probably let it go out of bounds. That one looked like it was clearly headed toward the Eagle bench. Nonetheless, we have a tie game now at 17.
Cora Cunningham sets up Haran Buhanda for Lugo.
Tori Golden again.
The big block on the far side by Tori Golden, who has 28 on the year so far, but doing her job here on the front lines tonight as Cunningham sends another one over. Casagrande sets up Couch, straight into the arms of the Tufts block. Free ball over by Casagrande. Big tip, and rolling off the body of Logan Martin. The tricky little tip by Alina Chi.
Yeah, Alina Chi. Nice job there by Chi to get that one over. She, high school, had the second highest hitting percentage in the state of California. She definitely has good hands. As
Martin gets one back right there, so we're tied at 19s. Excuse me, 18 to 19. Jumbo's in the lead. And Logan Martin finally getting in on the action here, one of the mainstays on the front row, one of those mainstay hitters. As the Jumbos receive. And a misset there from Rihanna Liu, something you don't see very often. She couldn't quite get there, looking for the tip. Mistimed.
Yeah, mistimed for sure, and it's been a good first set for Tufts, but nonetheless, some self-inflicted wounds have hurt them so far.
So Liu sets up Heckman in the front row, goes straight up the line, and gives the ball back to the Jumbos.
Emma Heckman, who's averaged over 2.5 points per set this year, is a two-sport star at Point Loma High School in California, and using all that 6'3" height.
Some personnel changes for the Jumbos. Maddie Yu comes in. Tricky setter's dump from the Eagles. Haran Buhanda sets up Martin, big swing, and rolling out of play off the antenna. Gives the ball back to the Jumbos. Maddie Yu returns to the line as we will take another timeout. Eastern calls this one.
And from what we've seen from Tufts so far, Ray, like I just said, a lot of mistakes there. This is now where you have to capitalize and play your best volleyball of the set. You have to put Eastern away. They're in disarray. It's very rare that they call 2 timeouts in one set. So this is going to be a very tough and competitive game from Tufts, what we've seen so far. So really important upcoming rallies here.
And there's a reason that this Tufts team is so battle-tested. They have quite the difficult schedule, and Coach Thompson, told us that is why they believe they had this at-large bid. Taking a look at their schedule, they've played ranked MIT, receiving votes, UC Santa Cruz. They lost to both of those teams, but took a win against number 6 Trinity, Texas, and also took a set against number 12 Emory. Took Colorado College, who also received votes, to 5 sets. They weren't sure if they were going to get the at-large bid, but they for sure stacked their schedule to have these battle-tested games, and this Eastern team as well. They were ready for them. They came out here prepared to fight and prepared to battle.
Yeah, it's been quite the battle indeed, and just great games so far. Excited for a couple more sets of this.
So the Jumbos just 4 away from taking set number 1 as U lines up. And a little reception error dug out by Haran Buhanda, free ball over. U sets up Farragher on the far side. She'll go long of that far line.
And those are the little plays that make Ellie Haran Buhanda just so special. Not only that she's leading with an unbelievable 10 assists per set for the senior setter, but it's little plays like that, just keeping the play alive, bouncing it off the net, giving her teammates a chance to finish. It's that never give up mentality that Coach Burt Whistle probably just preached there.
So we're back underway. This is Golden from the back row. Casagrande makes a great dive. Haran Buhanda sets up Martin, can't finish. For Pringle now, into the arms of the Tufts block. They've been huge tonight, and they do it again.
Farragher and she teaming up again. She, the leader in blocks, has just had a great first set. This is going to be the key to Tufts, limiting Eastern's offense, and they've done that effectively so far in the front court.
She's second in the NESCAC in blocks per set at .97. Gives her team back the ball as Tori Golden sends the ball back over. This is Martin looking to finish off the arms of the blockers. Harrison has it. Now Chi trying to finish again. The fast tip over from the middle. She'll do it.
Yeah, she's been doing it all today, whether it's blocks, light shots, fast shots. She's just been tricking the Eastern defense, doing a great job as now.
The Jumbos effectively using all their weapons there in that front row. Tori Golden sends another serve over. This is Pringle for the free ball. U sets up Chi again into the back corner.
When you're hot, you're hot. And she's on fire right now. Multiple points in the last couple rallies. And it's a set point now for the Jumbos.
You said it, Farrell. 1 away off the serve from Tori Golden. The 6'2 senior, one of the leaders on this team, received Haran Buhanda. Sets up Pringle on the far side, off the arms of the block, gives the ball back to Eastern, so they'll have a chance to make a run.
It'll be Casagrande to serve, who's been great in the backcourt all year, leading the team in digs with 558. We'll see if she can make an impact right here, trying to get Eastern close in set 1.
The 2023 Defensive Player of the Year sends a great serve over the net. Free ball over, forced from the Jumbos. Haran Buhanda sets up Kelly.
Bridget Kelly's really been driving the bus for Eastern so far in this first set. She does more of that as now Tufts calls a timeout. This is what you love to see in playoff volleyball, right? 2 teams just going back and forth like this. It's a great tug-of-war battle.
Well, and this is playoff volleyball, Farrell. I mean, both of these teams fighting to make it into that second round in this Ithaca regional here. Lots of teams on the South Hill. It's a busy weekend, but a nice weekend nonetheless. We spoke about how the weather's been so nice, and both of these teams taken to the hardwood inside the beautiful Ben Light Gymnasium, one of the best spots for NCAA volleyball, NCAA basketball. I mean, this gym is known for the energy that it brings to the South Hill. The students love to fill it if Ithaca is in here, and a couple of fans on both sides. These teams did have to travel quite a bit to get here to the South Hill, but regardless, Tufts 1 away from taking set number 1 in Eastern, trying to fight back into this one to take set number 1. We will see what happens as Eastern does have the serve off of the MAC Commonwealth Defensive Player of the Year.
And if you're wanting any chance of winning an upset game like this, winning the first set is ultra important. So Tufts will look to do that here. And this will just recap what's really been a great set for them coming in travel day a day ago. Now this.
Harrison with the reception. Nobody home for the Jumbos. A service ace for Grace Casagrande, the senior, coming up huge for this Eastern team in these final points of set number 1.
Yeah, the senior former defensive player of the year. She can do it in the back court and in the front court. First team.
She'll get us underway again. Golden for Farrager. Back row hit by Golden. That'll go out of play, and we'll go to at least 26 points here in set one.
And this is what good teams do. They find a way to battle back. It was a great timeout there called by Coach Burt Whistle. Anticipated a rally like this, and that's what they're getting as Casa Grande goes back for more.
Especially in the NCAA playoffs, you have to know how to control the pace of the game. Coach Burt Whistle being strategic about his timeouts. Casa Grande receiving is Harrison. Miscommunication again by the Jumbos. Sends Eastern on their run. The Eagles are flying right now, Farrell.
Yeah, and they say history repeats itself often. Well, it keeps repeating itself here in set one as, again, if Tufts loses this, not only is it tough for their psyche going into set two against a battle-tested team like Eastern, but they've also just hurt themselves with so many careless miscommunications. So we'll see if they can fight out of this hole.
So 25-24 Eastern in the lead. Casa Grande looks to end it. Golden receives for Farrager, looking to finish off the one-arm hit. And Pringle will try off the block from Chi. Can't do it. We're tied at 25.
Alina Chi would have to win the clutchest player of the first set, Ray. She's just been on fire with these blocks. At least 3 or 4 off the top of my head that I can count. And this has just been what's really made the difference. They say defense leads to offense, and that's what it did right there.
Haran Buhanda sets up Kelly looking to finish. That'll be out of play. Oh, it looked like that ball was out of play, but they will give the point to Eastern. So 26-25 as Lugo will check in for Grace Cooper in that front row and send El Haran Buhanda to the line to finish this off, what could be the finishing point for the Eagles. Sets up Farrager. She's done it all year long, and she does it there. Ties us at 26. What a set number one.
Yeah, like we said when we were speaking to Coach Thompson yesterday, she said, I always like our response. There's been times where we've been down this season, but we've always found a way to claw back. That seems to be the theme for the Jumbos in the first set here. Every time they've faced adversity, they've had a response right afterwards. This might go on for another bit because both teams seem to be refusing to give up this one.
Rihanna Liu sends the serve over. Haran Buhanda sets up Pringle on the near side up into the arms of the block. Liu for Harrison, sets up Heckman. Can't do it. Quick tip over. For Castor now, off the one arm from Casa Grande, diving.
That's a net violation.
Diving was Haran Buhanda, couldn't get there. Went across the net line and puts Tufts up 27-26. Rihanna Liu went on that run earlier in the set. Looks to finish it off here. Goes back middle with it. Haran Buhanda sets up Pringle, quick tip over. Diving is Liu. For Golden, Castor from the back row. Powerful swing, can't finish. Now Lugo tries. Harrison digs it out. Golden, quick set over. Haran Buhanda for Pringle. Can she do it? Out of play. Eagles arguing that Tufts got a finger on it, but that'll go out of play and give set number one to the Jumbos 28-26 in a hard back and forth battle.
That cannot be understated how important that is for Tufts, Ray. Not only do they come back and tie it and battle through being down, but they also now take a victory on the road. They're already in a position where this would be a huge upset if they won. They're up 1-0, so Eastern really has to figure themselves out, do a little soul searching right now, and have to come back in this one.
So the lower seed grabs set number one as the teams switch benches. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll have all the action from set number two. Stay with us.
Welcome back to Ben Light Gymnasium for the second set here in the NCAA Division III Volleyball Ithaca Regional between the Tufts Jumbos and the Eastern Eagles. Alongside Rayana DeCrow, I'm Farrell Hudson, and Ray, that was a great first set for Tufts. They pull off the upset in set one. We'll look to see if they can do more of that here in set two.
Yeah, you said it, Farrell. I mean, absolutely huge. Jumbo, even, if you will. I mean, this Eastern team had so much energy coming into the gym. We talked about their volume on their side of the floor, and this Tufts team came in, the lower seed, the team that we didn't think was going to take set number one, and they went out and did it. A fight, a gritty battle between the two teams, took it to 28 points. What more can you want from playoff volleyball here in game number one of the Ithaca Regional?
Yeah, for sure, and it's not to be understated, though, how great Eastern can become on offense. We saw them play the Bombers here back on September 29th, and they gave a really good effort, and it was just all night a close competitive game, so it's certainly a team that you have to look out for, and you can't take lightly, as the Jumbos will be going from right to left on your screen now with a serve from Maddie Yu over top. Floater on there. It's kept alive, and a slam try is rejected there. That was a nice job by Logan Martin blocking that one for the Eagles.
And Alina Chi, we mentioned how great she was in set number one. Goes up there for the big swing, just it's absolutely stuffed by the Eastern block.
It'll be Grace Casagrande. And that's a service error, so Tufts just, as we speak, by the moment, continuing to build momentum.
Yeah, and both of these teams, service errors and aces, haven't been too common in this one so far, but one now from each side of the floor.
It'll be Tori Golden from the back right corner. The other right side. They load the gun now for a try there. That's rejected again. But it goes out of bounds, so it will be a kill for Hannah Pringle and the Eagles.
Berger went up, did everything she could on that one, but a big swing by Hannah Pringle, raw power out of her.
It'll be Huron Buhanda over top. Eagles look to set it up. Slam there is good. Nice job there by Riley Farrager.
Farrager, second team all-conference, just going out here and doing her thing. The leader in kills on this Jumbo team, and hasn't been activated too much until now, but she's out there and she's been a presence.
Dug out nicely there by Pringle. We'll go back to Pringle. In the back court there. Now a chance over top. Kept alive. A slam by Pringle on again. Look to set it up. And back left corner there. Nice job by Cora Cunningham.
Yeah, and this is what I mean by this Jumbo team activating all of their weapons there in the front row. Cora Cunningham, just 79 kills on the year coming into this one. Been super active so far, though. Farrager hasn't really seen a whole lot of action because of how much there's been in the front row from both of these teams.
Pringle tries one now. The Eagles will have to set up again. Try there is rejected, kept alive by the Eagles. Will be spooned on over by Fregoso. Now Tufts tries to take it. They throw it back over. Good rally going here. A slam try there. Another try by Kelly, and it's kept alive. And it'll be Pringle. That one's out of bounds. So the Jumbos will take a 4-2 lead.
And you want to talk about a dig party on both sides of the floor. How about both of these teams just getting gritty at the net, getting down, getting dirty, and trying to dig the ball out in almost impossible situations.
Back right corner dug out there by Fregoso. They set it up for Pringle. She's rejected. Riley Farrager has been all over the ball so far for Tufts.
Yeah, she absolutely just stuffed that Eastern hit. I mean, she went up high, and she got fired up about that one. She knew that one was huge for this Jumbo squad.
Suffocating defense has been the theme so far in the front court for Tufts. This one's back right corner, dug out there by Fregoso. Now they set it up for Pringle. That's been the common option. And that one will be good. So the Eagles will cut the deficit briefly to 5-3. And it'll be Trinity Gruber to serve from the back right service line. Gruber over top, dug out nicely. Look to set it up, and a try right there is denied. Kept alive by the Eagles. Now in the back, it'll be Golden. They set it up quickly, and that one goes off of Cunningham, and it'll be a point for the Eagles.
Yeah, and if you looked, Megan Harrison was there right behind Cunningham to save that ball, but Cunningham didn't know, just stuck her arm up to try and do something with it and sends it out of play.
Gruber to serve again. Dug out by Golden. They set it up, a try there is rejected, and it's going to be another point for the Eagles.
The blocks have been momentum shifting in this one, and if you want to look at both sides of the floor, 10 blocks for the Jumbos, but now finally the Eagles getting on in the action too in these last 3 points.
Gruber to serve again, dug out by Golden. They set it up for another rejection there on Farrager. Farrager looks to slam it over now. Another nice dig there by Gruber in the backcourt. Teardrop on, and that one's good. Nice job by Jaylene Lugo, anticipating the play, and now giving the Eagles a 6-5 lead.
Absolute foolery with that tip there. Went up, looked like she was going to take a swing, and just softly touches it over. Great read there.
Gruber dug out nicely by Golden. Set it up now. Back right corner slam by Castor, kept alive by the Eagles. Now thrown to the backcourt. Way over to play it will be you. Setting it up over top there by Golden. Now for Lugo. She tries the same play again. That was effective before. Is now a teardrop. Goes out, and it'll be another point for the Eagles.
Yeah, Farrager just a little bit of poor timing there as she hopped up, tried to tip that one over. Just kind of rolls the wrong way off her fingertips and out of play.
Gruber to serve again with the Eagles building some momentum. Dug out in the back, kept alive by you. That one's a little too hot to handle. It'll be another point for Eastern.
And we mentioned the runs that both of these teams have been on off the serves from each of these players respectively, and Eastern now on an absolute run of their own is forcing Tufts to call the timeout and starting to gain some momentum. The volume on that side of the floor is back. They've made the adjustment, and if I had to guess, if Coach Birtwistle had a conversation with them in the locker room in between sets, I'm going to go ahead and say he told them they needed to be better on the block because they have been up and in the face of the Jumbos almost every kill that they've gone for in this set, Farrell.
Yeah, certainly. The theme of playing great in the front court has been a key for both teams, and I think Eastern just came out. They were maybe a little nervous to play their game. Sometimes when you go up against a hungrier dog or a team that's a little unproven, they can maybe surprise you a bit. But then I'm sure Coach Birtwistle now preaching to his team as Tufts calls their timeout that, hey, we just got to continue playing our game because it's worked out really well for them to start the second set.
And Birtwistle certainly someone who's experienced in the coaching department and in getting teams to respond to him. One of 8 coaches in the entire NCAA Division III sphere to have reached that 800 career head coaching wins. And he reached that this year, actually, in the MEC Conference Championship for the Eagles. So a big year for Coach Birtwistle and this squad.
It will be Gruber again from the left side to serve. Gruber waits patiently. Now serves it over top. Dug out there, kept alive by you. They set it up for a dig there made by Gruber and kept alive now. Now Kelly throws it over. It'll be Harrison keeping it alive. Try for Farrager's good.
Riley Farrager finally getting in on the action. Didn't see a whole lot of her out of set number 1, but 3 kills so far here in set 2. And Tufts using their number 1 weapon on that front row. 217 kills on the year so far for her. We mentioned second team all NESCAC finally getting going.
It'll be Rihanna Liu to serve it. Now a chance for Lugo. That one's out of bounds.
Lugo, one of the best hitters as far as accuracy goes on this team, hitting 237 on the year so far. So an uncharacteristic error out of her going up that near side line.
Liu coming off a great senior season in high school. And that one's out of bounds. I was going to say she has 27 service aces on the season. But that's a service error, putting the Eagles up 9-7.
Yeah, and an untimely one at that. Tufts finally gets the ball back, just wrecks their momentum there.
Dug out nicely in the backcourt again by Tufts. A nice slam there by Cora Cunningham.
And what a back set from the freshman to know that Cora Cunningham was behind her, that she was prepped and ready. She jumped up there and absolutely slammed that ball perfectly into the spot she picked on the floor.
It'll be Castor to serve from the backcourt. She leads the team in 40 aces, service aces that would be, as that one's dug in the back. Kept alive, a throw over there. Tough trying a slam down. Tori Golden wasting no time. Tie game at 9.
And a great awareness by Tori Golden to know that the Eagles were kind of in disarray on that left side and just putting it right back into their faces, closing the door.
Jumbo's starting to build momentum off their timeout. This one's thrown back, dug out by Trinity Gruber. Kept alive now. Slam opportunities rejected again by Cunningham and company. Lugo tries. That one's good. Jaylene Lugo, 10-9 Eagles.
And you saw Golden and Cunningham up for the block there on the Jumbo side of things. Golden turned around and kind of looked at her back row like, where were you? That ball getting right through both of their arms. Great placement by Lugo.
It'll be Cooper to serve. Back right service line. That one's a nice dig out there. This one's thrown back. Is it out? Yes. Eagles lead 11-9. That one had just a little too much mustard on it.
Sometimes some of those tips, when you're trying to be tricky with it and place it in the right spot, you just get a little bit too much on it. It comes into that near side corner.
Cooper into the back court. Slam from Golden's kept alive. Thrown over the net. Quick trickery there by Huron Buhanda. This one's thrown over, and that teardrop goes. Emma Heckman. 11-10 game.
Yeah, she's third on the team in kills per set, 2.27, and third on the team in total blocks as well in that front row. Finally getting activated here.
Cunningham, nice dig out there by Gruber. Kept alive. This one dug out by Heckman. Just had a kill there. This one's floated, and a beautiful floater there, tying the game at 11, and it's number 11, Tori Golden.
Yeah, she wanted redemption after that one she sent long, and she gets it there, picks her spot in that near side back corner, and places it perfectly after pushing that one a little bit long the one before.
Dug out by Gruber. Kept alive by Huron Buhanda. Slam try there is good. Lexi Couch.
And how about number 18 coming into this one? Doesn't see a whole lot of sets, but comes in and makes an immediate impact. Just 81 kills on the year so far. Like I mentioned, one of those players that has been so special coming off the bench for this Eastern Eagles team.
Yeah, I was going to say, considering coming off the bench, really an instrumental impact as this one's thrown over, and that one's good. Another kill for Emma Heckman. That's her second the last few rallies, and it ties the game at 12.
Well, call it luck or whatever you want, but that one rolls right off the net and into the empty floor space, Emma Heckman.
It'll be Yu, the freshman, to serve from the backcourt. Yu. That one's dug out by Cooper. Kept alive. Pringles tries, rejected again. Smothering defense there from Elena Chi.
And that is the brick wall dynamic duo of Riley Farragher and Alina Chi on that far side. What a block.
This one's dug out by Fregoso. Keep it alive. Load the gun for Pringle. Another dig. Now a slam try from Golden's good. And this is the momentum we were talking about, Ray. When Tufts rides their momentum, they get on hot streaks, and it usually comes from you and Golden and company.
We've seen Golden in that back row a lot being a hitter, but finally stepping into that front row and placing that ball perfectly in the back.
Pringle's slam try kept alive there by the Jumbos. Look for another opportunity for Golden. This one up in the air. Pringle will try it again from the left side. That one's good.
Yeah, Pringle picking her target there in the back row and placing it perfectly behind the back row of this Tufts team.
Casagrande to serve from the back right corner. Casagrande to the other right corner. Kept alive there. A slam try from Luz denied. Now Pringle will try it again. She's met again by the Jumbo defense. Slam try there is good. Elena Chi 15-3 jumbo. 13 jumbos, excuse me.
Yeah, and 12 blocks so far in this one, and 5 of them now have come off the arms of Alina Chi. She's been special in that front row.
Certainly special indeed, Reyes. Golden will serve over top to the back right. Kept alive now. Pringles slams denied again. Who else? Alina Chi, 16-3 jumbos.
And, you know, talking to Coach Cora Thompson, she talked about that group of 7 seniors that graduated last year and how Alina Chi, she may be a junior, but one of the more inexperienced players on the floor, hasn't seen much time, only played in 3 matches last season, coming in big in the NCAA tournament.
This one in the back right corner. Keeping it alive. They'll set it up for Chi again. This one stays in play. Pringle will throw it on over. Try another slam opportunity there. Golden. And that's an unfortunate mistake for Tufts. You don't want to allow Eastern to get back into a game with something like that.
She's tried for that tip a couple times, missed twice, landed once. But kind of tricky the way she goes up. Looks like she's going to take a big swing every time.
Huron Buhonda with a service ace.
She's 4th on the team in that category for a reason, and the MAC Player of the Year back in 2022 getting it done for the Eagles.
Huron Buhonda will serve it over again. Trying the far corners, rejected. Farrager got met there well by Hannah Pringle, and that's a block, knotting the score even at 16.
And that was also Bridget Kelly there on that far side. That gives her 100th block of the season. A big mark for her.
Kelly's been instrumental as Tufts will look to regain some momentum again. And they won't do so there as that one goes out of play off the right hand of Claire Castor. And the Eagles regain their lead at 17-16.
A tug of war here from both sides of the floor. One team pulls for their momentum, then it'll switch sides and pull for their momentum as well.
Huron Buhonda. Nice dig out there by Golden. Yu sets it up there. That one's Matt Hard, goes off the roof. And Lugo throws it on over now. Dug out there by Yu. Now a slam, and that one's going to be good. So, redemption for Riley Farrager, tying the game at 17. It'll be Harrison to serve from the back right corner. This one from Fregoso, put on a platter for Pringle. That one's rejected again. Farrager doing it on the offensive end and the defensive end, and the momentum shifts right back to Tufts.
Yeah, she's no stranger to big blocking seasons. She was one of the best blockers on the team her freshman and sophomore years, and also getting it done in the kill category as well. 9 double-digit kill games for Riley Farrager this year. That's 13 in the conference, by the way. And she's also 2nd on the team in blocks, so she does it all, and she's doing it all. We knew she was going to have to be big here in the NCAA tournament if this Tufts team wanted a chance, and she's getting it done so far.
You were just talking about the opportunity for both teams to really capitalize and maybe pull away from one another, but both teams are going at it back and forth, so tough to say if maybe you have any predictions, but just throwing it out to you, what do you think could happen the rest of this game? What do you see that you're liking from each side?
Yeah, well, on the tough side of things, I mean, Coach Thompson kind of talked about it, but this team really is gritty, and I feel like they've been showing it each and every play. They're out there, they're trying to get the digs, they're up in the Eagles' faces with the blocks, hammering down on the kills, trying to be tricky on certain touch plays, and on the Eastern side of things, they're playing a very clean game. They have the hit down. I think they're making themselves more of a presence on the front lines as far as the block goes. I think if they could do that a little bit more, they might find a little more success against this jumbo hit. But regardless, I think both sides of the floor are doing a very good job. We knew it was going to be competitive, and it's been fun to watch so far.
Yeah, certainly the jumbo's hitting department been a specialty courtesy of the freshman Rihanna Liu, who's just been outstanding all day today, really stepping up in what's been her first couple weeks of collegiate playoff action. She's just been outstanding. As we'll look to see if the jumbos can build more momentum here. It'll be Megan Harrison to serve from the back. Harrison comes from a successful sports family. Her sister Molly plays on the University of Cincinnati volleyball team. As play there and a slam from Bridget Kelly, and that might just be what it takes to shift the momentum back in the Eagles' favor.
Yeah, Bridget Kelly was one of the MAC Player of the Years in 2001, and one of the leaders on this team in hitting percentage as well for a reason. She gets the one ball set and absolutely hammers it into the floor.
Gruber looks to give the Eagles the lead, and she will do just that. A service ace for Trinity Gruber, 1918 Eagles.
That'll be her first of the night, but Trinity Gruber kind of been on a run with some of these serves that we've seen her in set number 1, kind of went on a run there as well.
Gruber over top again. Nice dig there by Harrison, keeping it alive. Served over top there by Castor. They'll set it up for a Bridget Kelly slam. Outstanding job by Bridget Kelly, shifting the momentum back in the Eagles' favor.
Yeah, and that's that junior-senior connection between Haran Buhanda and Kelly to know that she was going to be there to slam it straight down.
Looking for a slam on the opposite end is Castor, and she's going to get that. So seesaw battle continues.
And we haven't really seen a whole lot out of Castor here in the second set, but was absolutely instrumental in that first set and getting a ton of kills for the Jumbos, 6 before that one here in set number 2. Claire Castor, the freshman, stepping in big so far.
Yeah, Castor with 7 kills on the day as that one's dug out nicely in the back there by Gruber. Lugo throws it over. Harrison now gives off. Chance here, Kelly again, and she can't get that one over. And it's all knotted up at 20.
What a dig, though, by Casagrande there in the back row. Both players dove for it, managed to set up Haran Buhanda absolutely perfectly. Kelly just with a little miscommunication, mistiming there.
Lou, back right corner, another nice dig by Gruber. They set it up now, rejected again by the Jumbos on that try for Lexi Couch. 21-20.
Yeah, and that's Cora Cunningham and Emma Heckman on that far side combining for that one. A great job, 2 tall players just combining.
Lou, now to Lugo. That one's deflected up in the air. Try by Cunningham there, and whistle blows, and that's going to be a point granted to Tufts. So a net violation for the Eagles, proving costly as getting closer to set victory will be. Tufts looking to build upon a great set 1, making it what they hope to be 2-0 as head coach Mark Birtwistle is going to call another timeout, right?
Yeah, and I think this is a great job, a great time to call this timeout. I mean, we talked about controlling the pace of this game. Right now, this Jumbo squad just 3 away from taking set number 2, and against an Eastern team that we thought was going to come in here and be very strong, has been strong, just not strong enough. Tufts fighting back in multiple aspects, and now we start to add a little bit more pressure here in this gymnasium as well as we approach these 3rd and 4th sets. NYU is in the building as well, scouting. A couple Ithaca players have been around watching as well, and starts to get that energy where there's a lot of pressure around. You're trying to make it into that second round. You don't want to end your season early.
Yeah, this weekend kind of reminds me of when you're a younger kid, maybe at a baseball tournament or basketball tournament, and there's all those other teams watching you, scouting maybe the way you play. So don't get it confused. Even if Tufts or Eastern were leading this game by a lot, they would still need to play the top of their game because the scouts are out. So it'll be Brianna Liu to serve, who's had herself just quite the match so far. And she'll look to help put this one away for the Jumbos. She'll serve back right of the service line. Now deep left corner there. Set it up for a try there. That's rejected. Kept alive by the Eagles on the try there from Couch. Diving to keep it alive now and thrown on over by the Jumbos. Great rally going here. They'll set it up for Cunningham. That one's kept alive there by Huron Buhanda. Now a throw and a rejection. Lugo over top. Diving effort there, and the point will be granted to Eastern, and that might just be what they need.
Yeah, this Tufts team kind of bunched here in this front corner, and a great rally from both sides. Absolute stellar digs on both sides of the floor. I mentioned this has been a dig party, but wow, wow, wow. What a showcase.
Thrown on over. Gruber. Set it up left side. That one's rejected again. Kept alive by the Eagles. Meeting at the net ferociously, both teams. And Gruber will give to Lugo, who will punch it back right corner. That one's kept alive by the Jumbos. Now to Cunningham. Another nice dig by Huron Buhanda. They set it up for Lugo again. Back right corner. Lou keeps it alive. Now a touch there. Still kept alive by the Jumbos. Will be Gruber setting it up. A throw on over and great trickery there from Rihanna Liu, the freshman. 23-21 Jumbos.
And we mentioned she was the flashier setter. You just saw the flash there, Rihanna Liu. The setter's dump straight into the middle of the floor to end what was a fantastic rally.
Castor to serve. As Tufts gets closer to potentially a set 2 victory, as Gruber doing everything in her power to keep that not from happening, as now on the right middle line there, and an easy touch right on over for Cora Cunningham. Set point for Tufts.
Cora Cunningham, 5'11", just uses all of her height to get over and touch that one straight back over. No one home for Eastern.
It'll be Castor to serve again. From the right corner. Dug out by Gruber. Excuse me, that was, and keeping it alive now. A great defensive effort by Harrison. So when they set it up for Lugo. That one's a nice dig by Lou for Harrison. A rejection there. Kept alive now. A diving effort for it and kicking it and keeping it alive. That's going to be a set point. And that's a victory for the Tufts Jumbos, who go up 2-0 in sets. A very improbable start to the match. In Eastern, potentially on the brink of elimination.
An incredible effort there by Casagrande to try and put that ball back up in the air with the leg kick there. Kind of looked more like soccer. It goes straight up into the rafters. But regardless, this Tufts team absolutely coming in and being a surprise at Ben Light Gymnasium this afternoon.
Surprise so far, and we'll send it to a quick break here. The Tufts Jumbos up 2-0 in sets. We'll be back for set 3 shortly here on Bomber Sports.
Back here at Ben Light Gymnasium on the campus, of Ithaca College on the South Hill. I'm Rhianna DeCrow alongside Farrell Hudson, and we are one set away from a tough sweep of Eastern University Eagles. And it's been electric here in Ben Light Gymnasium so far. This Tufts team coming in the lower seed, 14-10 on the season so far, 6-4 in a tough NESCAC conference, and surprising, this Eastern Eagles team, to say the least. They've been absolutely exceptional on the block. They've been exceptional on the kill. And in the dig department as well. We've seen some crazy rallies between these two teams, but lots of energy here for match number one.
Yeah, energy for sure, Ray. And you speak about the Eastern Eagles. They really haven't been hurting themselves. Tufts has just been going out there and playing their game so well. You take players as an example like Ellie Huron Buhanda in the backcourt and Trinity Gruber for this Eagles squad. And they've been playing their game. They've been constantly making digs. There haven't been a lot of just straight-up kills that have gone in the back right or back left corner. So it's been a really good defensive effort by the Eagles. Now we'll see if they can just get a little more crisp on offense and really bury those opportunities.
So Viviana Fegroso gets us underway in set number 3. She started set number 1 and straight away off Tori Golden.
One of the most impressive things so far in the game, Ray, has been Tufts' just ability to shift momentum. That's what they do there with Golden. Right away, automatic slam, 1-0 lead.
And these sets have been tightly contested, 28-26 that first set, 25-21 that second set. Haran Buhanda sets up Martin, and they'll hand that point to the Jumbos. Nobody touched it.
And that's so tough because we were just talking about Eastern's offense there and how they just need to bury chances. And just like they say in baseball, that's a game of inches right there. Nonetheless, Tufts leads 2-0.
Tori Golden sends a serve over. Battle at the net between Buhanda and Castor, and they'll award that to Tufts.
And that's just great resilience there by the freshman Castor. She just knows she has to get right there on top of the net, and she meets Eastern effectively. And are they switching the points up now? They're talking at the scorer's table, possibly a discussion.
I think they're trying to talk about what they're going to rule that one, as it was Castor and Martin at the net battling for that one. Regardless, it'll be a Tufts point. They're up 2-0 early as that one rolls over the top of the net. Haran Buhanda sets up Martin, a huge swing. Can't finish. Golden with the free ball over. Casa Grande for Haran Buhanda, and Martin puts it away.
Nice job there by Logan Martin, who's got a very solid kill percentage. 2.75 kills per set. They're going to really look to need to get her going in the front court. It can't just be Bridget Kelly and Hannah Pringle with all the efforts.
Casa Grande sends a serve over, received by Harrison. This is Farragher with the tricky tip over. Now Pringle will try for the tip, and that'll fall straight into the empty floor, floats one over.
Yeah, good trickery by both teams all day, and great anticipation there by Pringle, knotting the game up at 2.
You said it, tied at 2 here. We mentioned the back and forth. This is what we've been talking about, both teams responding to each other when they need to, and has been a lot of off the serve of Casa Grande. She's been huge for this Eagles team. As Castor sends a tip over, Casa Grande sets up Pringle on the near side, tip over. No one there for Tufts. Pringle, one of the leaders in kills on this team, and not so much for her swinging ability, but for her ability to read the block and place tips into the empty floor space. So Casa Grande will line up again. Golden receives. This is Castor on the far side. Tries to go up the line. Can't do it. That'll be out of play.
This is another example of Eastern starting to build some momentum now. That is up to an 8-5 lead in the start of set 2. Be interested to see if they can really start to put this one away early and get Tufts feeling a little bit uncomfortable.
So Casa Grande gets us back online. This is Chi trying to finish. And she'll place a tricky tip over. Little one-handed bat over the net.
Such a smart play by Chi there, goes at an impossible angle, just places it down where really, again, like I said, impossible angle to get it. Just great trickery and great awareness there.
So Harrison serves. Haran Buhanda sets up Kelly, no doubt about that one. That was going straight into the middle of the floor.
Yeah, Bridget Kelly, the usual suspect. She leads in aces and blocks on the team, but she's no stranger to kills and points. 197 kills on the year, also 310 points, and over 2 kills per set in average. So a real Swiss Army knife for that Eastern
the touch
squad.
over Farrager. You sets up Cunningham. Quick push over. That'll go off the finger of Bridget Kelly.
Good job by Cunningham there. It's now a 5-4 game for Eastern.
So some personnel changes for Tufts. This will be Rihanna Liu coming into the back row to serve for Maddie Yu. And Heckman as well in that front row for Tufts. Karan Buhanda sets up Kelly. She'll look to finish again. Out of play.
We haven't seen much of that from Eastern all day, but Kelly really hasn't missed. She's been Johnny on the spot, but nonetheless, a tie game now and turned over back to Liu and Tufts.
So Liu will serve again. Pringle for Karan Buhanda looking to finish as Liu. From the back row is Golden. Karan Buhanda for Kelly. A laser.
Great job by Bridget Kelly there, following up on the previous play. That one being in play. And Eastern goes up 6-5.
Straight at the feet of Tori Golden. No shot to get that one off the one-ball set from Karan Buhanda. Those two have been connecting all day long, as this will be Gruber for the serve. Liu sets up Cunningham. And mishandled by Casagrande, something you don't see a lot from her in the back row, sends the ball into the bleachers.
Yeah, the senior Cunningham, 79 kills going into this one, and she's had a couple key ones, keeping this a close score and knotting the game up at 6.
So this is Claire Castor, the freshman. Goes into the back row, a service ace.
And just when you think Eastern then starts to get the set by the ropes, this is what Tufts does to you. They have multiple candidates, Castor, Yu, Liu, and they find ways to come back. And we'll see if they can do it here.
Miscommunication again in the back row. Casagrande sets up the quick set over by Couch. This is Cunningham now looking to finish, can't do it. Now Castor a quick set. Karan Buhanda far side, Lugo, dug out by Liu. Touch over by Cunningham. Now Kelly looking to finish. Getting an arm on it is Heckman. But Bridget Kelly with the great read, the great awareness, sends herself to the line.
Yeah, good effort, like you said there, by Heckman, but even better job by Kelly. Tie game.
So Bridget Kelly, number 15 in white, sends a great serve low into the floor. Claire Castor can't hang on.
Yeah, good job there and a good serve by Kelly. That'll be her 52nd service ace of the season.
6 service aces on the night for the Eagles. As Bridget Kelly runs up, service straight into the net, tried to go low again. So a service error there right after an ace. And we're tied yet again, something we've been no stranger to here in Ben Light Gymnasium this afternoon.
Yeah, certainly not at all, right? The most a team has had is a 3-point lead.
So Liu sets up Heckman, dug out by Casagrande. Free ball over, Liu. For Golden on the far side, hits the back line. They'll call that out of play.
And just like we saw with Kelly a few minutes ago, maybe that shot a little too strong there. Nonetheless, good idea by Cunningham, and Tufts is sticking close here, even though Eastern's gained some momentum to begin set 3.
So this is Cooper into serve. Liu sets up Chi, the quick tip over, can't do it. And the tricky set by Karan Buhanda, great awareness there.
Looks like a net violation.
Double touch from Rihanna Liu off the set. We'll send the ball over to the Eagles side of things. So 10-8 Eagles as Grace Cooper, gets her serve away. This is Heckman looking to finish. A missile received by Gruber. Free ball over by the Eagles. Liu Quick set over, the setter's dump. We've seen it twice out of her. Gives Tufts another point.
Yeah, and third time's the charm, Ray. They really didn't want to let Eastern start to get away with this one and keep it a one-score game right here. It's 10-9 now.
So Lou. Coming, this is Martin looking to finish the triple block. Up for Tufts, gets the job done.
You put it best earlier when you said it's a wall right at the net for the Jumbos, and that's what it's been all day.
And Gruber looking at her arms as if something was wrong when that ball came off of it. But Maddie Yu grabbing herself a service ace and giving Tufts the lead. Now 11-10. Gruber receives again. Haran Buhanda sets up Couch. Golden for Farrager, can't do it. For Couch again, looking to finish into the back row. Now Chi trying to do it, rolls off her hand and into the netting.
Want to go back to a play before where the Jumbos just had a kill, and you could see Maddie Yu, the emotion on her face, pumping her fists in jubilation of that point, and really just goes to show when Tufts builds momentum, they can really start to pile on a few in a row, and we'll see if they can do that more so here.
So this is Fragroso sending the serve over. Farrager looking to finish, dug out by Casagrande. Now Pringle tries, can't do it. Golden now, no dice. Quick set over. Maddie Yu digs it out. And sending it long of the line is DePincier Pinheiro in the back row.
Yeah, I haven't heard much of DePincier Pinheiro's name today. The 5'9" freshman out of Washington State, and just definitely has a lot of experience from her high school days just in the game now.
Harrison getting an arm on it is Yu. DePincier Pinheiro sends the free ball. Now Pringle on the near side into the arms of Farrager and Chi. Off of the post of the net.
We talked about Tufts building momentum, but this is exactly now what Eastern's doing. Really good, relentless effort the past couple rallies.
So Fagroso for Farrager. And she'll roll that one off the arms of Pringle. Grabs herself another kill.
Yeah, Farrager's had herself quite the day, and she continues to get hands on it, whether it's a kill or a block. It's now serving will be Golden.
Tori Golden. Haran Buhanda sets up Pringle. Golden in the back row digs one out. Yu sets up Castor on the far side. Can't finish. Cooper for Pringle to tip over. Back set to Farrager, tips over, and mishandling it in the back row is Fragroso.
Another great rally by Tufts. Eastern just took that quick 13-11 lead, and boom, quick response with 2 points right now.
Fell into her arms a little funny as Tori Golden lines up. Fragoso receives. Pringle with the tip over. She's tried that a couple times now. Castor looking to finish. And that's Martin and Couch on that far side. Excuse me, Haran Buhanda on the far side. Absolutely rejecting Claire Castor.
Yeah, nice job there by Haran Buhanda, really picking up.
Casagrande serves Yu. Sets up Castor, looks to finish, can't do it. Free ball over by Cooper. So Yu sets up Farrager off the arms of Bridget Kelly and into the bleachers.
Farrager 3 points in a row, and that's really been key, tying this game up at 14, but want to go back to right before Hannah Pringle on Eastern. She's been really great on offense all day, but she made a nice diving dig, sliding dig to keep that play alive.
So we're tied at 14. Harrison. Haran Buhanda sets up Pringle, dug out by Golden. Now for Cunningham into the hands of Casagrande, excuse me. Yu for Castor looking to finish. and tries to send it back over, but long of the far line. Eagles are fired up. Fans in the stands are fired up. It's been a back and forth here from Ben Light Gymnasium as Haran Buhanda and mishandling it. The service ace. The senior coming in big for the Eagles team forces the Tufts timeout.
Yeah, certainly not a mistake you want to make there when you're down a score, maybe haven't been playing your best volleyball as opposed to the other sets. But nonetheless, Tufts and Coach Thompson will call a timeout and try and settle this one down.
Yeah, and we've seen this a couple times out of both coaches where kind of feel like their team is getting a little frustrated, maybe getting a little out of it, and they pull them in and send each other on runs. Tori Golden on the left side of the floor having words with her team. One of the senior leaders on this team, 6 on the team last year in kills. And I was looking at these player bios for Tufts. Some really interesting stuff out of there as far as dream jobs go, as far as favorite pregame meals go. And Tori Golden's on the website. This is on the Tufts website. You can Google it. Her favorite pregame meal is nails. And I feel like I've seen it out of her tonight. She's been very tough. She's been very gritty out there. And, you know, Coach Thompson told us this team, they're just funny. They like to have fun and like to share some laughs out there.
Yeah, and personality is key. That lighthearted element can really play a big role into a successful program. And I was going to say the same thing, same sentiment, Ray. I thought you were going to go with a little apple and peanut butter, but nonetheless, nails, I like that. It's a bit of a trickery of a response I didn't expect, but that's exactly what Tufts been, and that's been the theme of them all day today. And be curious to see here if in their biggest challenge so far they can answer to the Eagles.
You want to talk about humor as well. I saw a couple of dream jobs. One of them was a water slide tester. One of them was a ventriloquist as we're back underway here in set number 3. This is Farriger, the missile. Gets her team going right after the timeout. And she'll come right off the floor. Heckman will come into that front row. And Lou will check into the back row to get things underway from the service line.
Yeah, Lou in the top 5 in service aces just as a freshman. She's been doing really well this game too.
Pringle looks to finish. Golden sets up Lou for Heckman on the near side. Now Pringle lines up again. Golden in the back row, mistimed by Cunningham in that front row, and that ball will fall into the floor off Tufts' own volition.
Yeah, and Eastern now, they've been playing a lot better on offense, and now they'll try to generate that after a few mistakes made there by Tufts.
Lou sets up Castor on the far side. That'll go out of play. She tries to argue that there was a finger off the block of the Eastern side of things. Wasn't there. So Trinity Gruber will get her second serve away.
Yeah, and we've seen it with Castor, you know. She's had such electricity this game, but nonetheless a couple hits out of bounds, and not what you need right now after the jumbos.
Harrison receives. Cunningham puts it away.
Yeah, good job by Cora Cunningham. She was especially noticeable in that second set and now contributing a little bit in the third set, trying to get the jumbos back to within a one-score game and then a tie.
So this is Emma Norman checking in for the first time in this one out of Houston, Texas. Ron Buhanda sets up Lugo. Absolute missile. Hammers down on that one. No chance for the jumbos to get there.
Yeah, great job by Lugo. She really uses her height as an ability to generate a lot of power, and she's been very impressive today. She has a kills per set of a little south of 2, but nonetheless a very steady contributor as that one goes out.
Yeah, the service error in an untimely time as Tufts feeling like they're gaining some momentum back. 19-17 your score here in set number 3. Eagles trying to send it to 4. And the service ace by Cora Cunningham. She's fired up.
Exactly what the Jumbos needed, and it seems as if every time, again, gets to 3-score game, Tufts has an answer.
Cora Cunningham gets us away again. This is Martin looking to finish. And they'll award that to the Jumbos off the net violation from the Eagles. And I want to go back to Cora Cunningham having an absolute stellar game. 9 kills so far. 4 blocks as well. She's been huge in that front row. Lugo.
And it's been that blocking game, too, like we just saw right there from Tori Golden and Alina Chi. They've just been all over the ball in the front court, as now Coach Burt Whistle will call a timeout with Tufts up 20-19.
And you see that Tufts takes the lead 20-19. Coach Burt Whistle has to call his team in, calm them down a little bit after some gains of momentum. Great coaching, though, on both sides of the floor. Burt Whistle, 33 years at the helm. Coach Thompson, 21 years for this Tufts team. So both seasoned coaches, both know how to talk to their players. And Coach Thompson on the Tufts side of things, she's been with the Jumbos for as long as she can remember. Graduated from Tufts back in '99, and 452 wins for her. Like we mentioned, some of the most winningest coaches in Division III out here on the floor tonight.
Yeah, for sure, and especially if you're looking at later with Coach Dolfer and Ithaca alone, just so much great talent here. And I want to speak to exactly what you said there. There's a strong alumni connection at Tufts, and one of the key elements I saw that parents on the player profiles were commenting on is we just love the family element, that kind of culture that goes along with the program, and that's clearly what head coach Cora Thompson's preaching to her players, which keeps them lighthearted and loose out on the floor.
Mark Burt Whistle, a storied coach for this Eastern team as well. The only coach to take a program to the Final Four out of any athletic program at Eastern. Looks to send his team into the second round of the NCAA playoffs here today as Cora Cunningham gets us back underway into the rafters of Ben Light Gymnasium. But regardless, Couch slams that one into the net. Little wild pass there in the back row by Gruber, and Couch looking to finish in that front row. An awkward angle sends it into the net. So Cunningham, the Jumbos, 4 away now from taking set 3 in the sweep of the Eagles. Lou sets up Golden, dug out by Casagrande. Now Martin for the tip, nobody there.
And look at the emotion on Martin's face. She knows how important that point is right there. That's a really good anticipation job there. 281 kills in the regular season. She's made a couple key plays today. It's a 1-score game once again.
Neither of these teams want to get on that bus back home today, as Cooper for Golden. Now Heckman looks to finish. Someone's there. Setter's dumped by Haran Buhanda. Now Heckman pushing it over. Cooper dives. Haran Buhanda sets up Martin, pushing it back over as Golden. Now Couch with the big swing. Golden's responds right back, and she'll finish that one.
And the only reason why that play happens is because of Tori Golden's efforts earlier in the rally there. She just gets a little finger roll on an opportunity that would have been maybe another soft play that would have led to an Eastern point. So Golden's really just been an integral part so far, as you will go to serve and try and make this a 3-point game again.
Tori Golden, 9 kills tonight as you sets up Martin. And that's the block of Tori Golden and Alina Chi. But that'll ricochet out of play and give the ball back to the Eagles. So 21-22. Jumbos have the lead currently. It's been back and forth, trading blows, both of these teams, as Fragoso receiving is Harrison. Now Farrager looks to finish into the rafters of Ben Light. Pringle sends the free ball over. Golden for you. Now Farrager on the near side. Pringle tries, can't do it. Golden, can she finish? And that'll be in play.
They're saying out of play.
Excuse me. From our angle, it looked like the ball did fall in play off that set from Tori Golden. She had that spot picked and looked like she hit it, but the referees say otherwise, and we will take another timeout here. The Jumbos not wanting to give away their sweep of the Eagles, and the Eagles trying to keep themselves in it, send this one to 4 sets.
Yeah, for sure. And for Tufts, it's going to have to come down to 3 players to try and win this. It's going to have to come down to Riley Farriger, Tori Golden, or Cora Cunningham. They all have 9 kills in this game. They've just been key in the front court, and they've also been so key on blocks. Although Eastern, like we said, responded, so the unpredictability is fun, and we'll have to see what happens after this timeout.
Yeah, and if you want to break down the numbers here, taking a look at the hitting percentages on both sides of the floor, the Jumbos hitting 223 so far in this one. And on the Eastern side of things, 143, and that's largely been due to the brick wall in that front row. Farriger, Chi, Cunningham, all combining for blocks there in that front row. 20 blocks from all 3 of those players combined, and from this Jumbos team combined. Compare that to the Eastern side of things, just 6. But will it be the difference? We're 3 away from either side taking set number 3. Eastern parents on their feet here at Benlight, trying to get these women fired up. And Fragoso. Farriger with the tricky tip. Now Pringle. Golden looks to finish. She'll do it.
And she did it because of DePensier Pinheiro, who just checked back into the game again today. She hasn't been in the game much, but when she's been in, little plays like that diving dig there that make just all the world of difference.
Tori Golden has been the fire starter for this Jumbos team as she sends herself to the line. Number 11 coming up big here. She sends her serve over into the back row. Fight at the net, and coming away with it are the Jumbos. That was Emma Norman winning the battle at the net.
And Emma Norman, who didn't see many blocks this season, makes arguably the most key block of the season for Tufts, as they have set point looking to do what many thought could be the impossible.
Match point here for Tori Golden. Sends her serve away. Sets up Martin, can't finish. Looking to finish is Norman, can't do it. Golden sets up Norman again. Getting an arm on it was Chi, looking to finish is Farriger, can't do it. Free ball over by Golden. Pandemonium out here, Martin looks to do it. Yu sets up Golden from the back row. Fight at the net. Ferran Buhanda. And Martin, with the tip, finally ends the rally. Cuts the deficit to 1.
Good job by Logan Martin there, finding the open space in the right corner, and Eastern still has a heartbeat. It'll be Casa Grande to serve.
So Casa Grande, who's been so instrumental for this Eagles team this year, and hitting the antenna to tie us back at 24, that was Harrison. Off the wild reception from Emma Norman in the back row. Gives Casa Grande the serve back. We're tied. We'll go to at least 26. Casa Grande goes far back side. Yu sets up Farriger. Into the rafters and cannot be handled by the Eagles. These rafters here at Benlight uncharacteristically low for a gym, and when you have raw power like Riley Farriger, hard to handle some of those digs when they come off your arms.
Yeah, certainly unusual for a gym, but fortuitous bounce there for Tufts as Harrison looks for set point.
Harrison, match match point here. Pringle puts it away. Off the arms of Riley Farriger. So we're tied at 25, looking eerily similar here to set number 1, which went to 28. This is El Haran Buhanda, the senior. Farriger for you. Now Cunningham almost mistimed that one. Haran Buhanda for Kelly. Dug out. Quick set over and blocked at the net. Off the double touch.
And a chance now for Hirambu Honda to get set point for the Eagles as the parents over in the Eastern fan section on the right side of Ben Light getting fired up.
Match point. And she'll do it off an ace. El Haran Buhanda with the ace to take set number 3. We'll send it to 4.
What a great rally there. On the brink of elimination, and Eastern says, no, we will stay alive. So, job far from done yet on both sides. It's been quite the entertaining game, Ray.
One of those moments in sport that gets your heart beating a little bit as you approach that match point. So we'll take it to 4 sets. Farrell's going to take back over when we come back from this quick break. Stay with us here on Bomber Sports.
Welcome back to Ben Light Gymnasium. About to get set for the beginning of set 4 here between the Eastern Eagles and the Tufts Jumbos. What a game it's been. Alongside Rihanna DeCrow, I'm Farrell Hudson, and Ray, it's getting exciting. We thought Tufts might have had it in the bag there, but Eastern pulls off a last-second rally in set 3, keeping this one alive.
Yeah, I would say it's surprising, but both of these teams have been battling all night long. Most of the time, just 1 to 2 point deficits in every set, in every point, and both of these teams fighting to the death there in that last set. Eastern comes away with it to send it to 4. Needed it to stay alive. Tufts will look to close the door here in set 4.
And if they'll have to do it, they'll have to rely on the efforts of Tori Golden, Riley Farriger, and Cora Cunningham, who we just discussed. Golden and Farriger reached the double digits department in kills. They've been integral all day.
as Tufts looks to pull off the miracle upset of the 27-3 Eastern Eagles.
And El Haran Buhanda in that last set, ending that one off the service ace, which we haven't seen a whole lot of in this one, to be honest with you, Farrell. Although it has swung on the eastern side of things, 10 service aces for the Eagles as we will get underway here.
It'll be Claire Castor to serve. Castor over top, and that one's going to go out into the scorer's table, and Tufts goes ahead 1-0 early.
Yeah, great job by Tufts grabbing the early lead. Claire Castor, a solid serve there in the back row, picking her target perfectly and hitting her spot.
Castor will look to do it again. From the back right corner. Across the net it goes, dug out nicely there by Fregoso, and now chance for Golden. I'll set it up, trick play there, kept alive by the Eagles. It'll be Pringle, but whistle blows, and that'll be an attacking error on the Eagles, and it'll be a 2-0 lead for Tufts.
Almost a costly error there by Haran Buhanda, sending that ball almost straight into the net. Lucky she had one of her fellow teammates there to dig that out.
Castor again, nice dig by Cooper. Keep it alive there, a slam goes. Logan Martin, 2-1.
The net violation, and Logan Martin, one of those players that's gone up a couple times for the kill, hasn't managed to notch it, gets it done there.
It'll be Casagrande to serve. From beyond the back right corner. Casagrande over, dug out by Harrison. Farrager keeps it alive, thrown over by Depensier Pinheiro. Casagrande will spoon it over. In the back court, kept alive. They'll load the gun now for Golden. This one stays alive. Harrison, back, a chance there. Farrager's blast is denied by Casagrande. Now Pringle tries to throw it over. It'll be Pringle again. Still kept alive. Trickery play there by Lou, throwing it over. And that one will be a point for Tufts.
Yeah, great play there in the front row by Alina Chi. That back set, the little trickery play, being up for the block so many times. And Bridget Kelly, one of the middles on this team, pretty uncharacteristic of her to see a hitting error.
It'll be Harrison. Over top. Set it up. Pringle's blast. That one's in play.
She loaded the bow, she drew her arrow, and she picked her spot there in the back corner. A great job by Pringle, who leads this team in kills tonight, 13 so far.
It'll be Huron Buhanda to serve. And that's a service error. And Tufts goes up 4-2.
Pretty uncharacteristic out of her. 39 aces on the year coming into this one to 30 errors, but it's been solid so far, even ended set number 3 in that fashion. Had a lot of confidence. Interesting to see that one.
It'll be Rihanna Liu to serve it. The back dug out there. Kept alive. That one's thrown back over by Fregoso. It'll be Golden. Now Pringle from the left side again. That one's kept alive. Good dig there. Thrown back over by Heckman. That one goes out. It'll be an attacking error for the Jumbos and a point for the Eagles.
Yeah, pretty hard to watch a really solid volleyball program send a free ball out of play, but regardless, they'll make that costly error there and put us back to a 1-point deficit.
It'll be Gruber to serve at 37 service aces on the season so far. This one's met effectively there. Tie game. Good job by Bridget Kelly.
And that was the block of Jaylene Lugo and Bridget Kelly going up. Mentioned Kelly earlier today, notched her 100th block of the season, been absolutely outstanding in the front row.
This one's dug out, goes off the net, and spanked back over by Golden. Chance for Lugo, that one falls. It'll be a 5-4 lead for the Eagles.
And how about Couch checking right into this game and making an immediate impact? We mentioned she's been so great off the bench, comes in and immediately notches a kill.
From back right corner, Gruber. That one's dug out by Harrison. To Lou. Set it up there for Heckman. Looking to slam it on over there was Kelly. This one goes. Cora Cunningham with her 10th kill of the afternoon. It's a tie game.
Cora Cunningham, the senior, just going right fearlessly into that back row of the Eastern defense and notching herself a kill, almost ricocheted off the face of Gruber.
Will be Golden. Kept alive, and now Lugo throws it over. Harrison. Spoon it to Farrager. That one is in play. It'll be a 6-5 lead for Tufts.
And Emma Heckman, how about it? The 6'3" freshman coming in, 184 kills on the year so far. Third on the team in total blocks, a staple on that front row, just as a freshman for this jumbo squad.
Caster across the service line. Dug out nicely by Gruber. Keeps the play alive. Casagrande. Set it up there. That one goes out of bounds off the right hand of Lexi Couch.
And Couch, we've seen her make a couple errors in that fashion so far.
It'll be Golden to serve. Golden. That one's dug out by Gruber. Keep the play alive there. Couch again. This time it'll go.
Cash is in on that one. She made the mistake once. She wasn't going to make it twice. 5 kills on the night for her. Doing wonders off that bench.
Bridget Kelly. This one dug out by Harrison. Will be Lou. Keeping it there. A slam try there is denied by Heckman. Now thrown back over by Gruber. They'll load the gun for Cunningham. And that one will go.
Yeah, Couch was there to meet her, but Cunningham, with the sheer power, goes right into her arms fearlessly and rolls down in the hardwood.
Cunningham will get the serve now. Go back right corner. Set it up. Pringle throws it over. Check that, Martin. This one stays in the middle. Nice sliding effort there by Huron Buhanda. She keeps the play alive. Lugo. And chance there for Cunningham. Dug out in the back corner again by Casagrande. They set it up now for Martin. Spanks denied. Try over there. That one's rejected. And who else but she and Cunningham once again. 9-6 Jumbos.
Emma Heckman and Alina Chi. Heckman third on the team in total blocks. Chi second in the NESCAC in blocks per set.
Chance here for Pringle. That one's thrown over. Now Lugo. Set it up for Martin again. That one falls.
And Martin, not necessarily a hard swing there, but places it perfectly into that near side corner. Golden just kind of watched it fall into the floor. No shot for her to get there.
Grace Cooper will check back in for Jaylene Lugo, who's seemingly had an impact every time she's been on the floor today, keeping Eastern alive in this one. As dug out there. A chance for Griffiths. Chance for the other 18, Couch. Now a light floater there is kept alive by Eastern. Thrown on over to the back. Dug out by Harrison. They set it up. Right corner. Still keeping it alive in disarray and might have went off the top again of the roof like we've discussed, Ray. And that'll result in a 10-7 lead for Tufts.
Yeah, I think that was just a little miscommunication on the Eagles side of things. Casagrande thought that Cooper was going to go for it. They're both just kind of looking at each other. That's a big no-no in college volleyball.
You across the service line. This one, bad job there by Casagrande. That one will just go wide and out. So an 11-7 lead for Tufts. Their largest so far of the afternoon. And amazing that we're saying that in the fourth set already, Ray. And it's only being up 4 points. That's how close this game's been.
Yeah, very close game, like you said, Farrell. And very uncharacteristic out of Casagrande on that last one. I mean, this is the defensive player of the year 2 times running in that MAC Commonwealth Conference. And 5.37 digs per set. She's been really their staple in the back row, someone they can rely on every time on the reception. Makes an error there, and like you said, gives Tufts their biggest lead of the night, which is massive when you consider the implications of sending a team into the second round of the playoffs. Both of these really vying for spots right now.
Yeah, and that's what Coach Burt Whistle must be discussing now, is having a tad bit more of an animated conversation than we've seen in previous sets, and probably just calming his troops down and getting them reset for what would have to be the biggest rally of the game so far yet for them. And they're no stranger to rallies, being 27-3 and getting to this point. So we'll see what they have in them. And for Tufts, it's just to continue to play their game, as they've really done just an excellent job, well spread out, contributions up and down the lineup from freshmen, seniors, you name it, they've done it today.
Coach Burt Whistle, like I mentioned, 33 years at the helm, and has been named Conference Coach of the Year 10 times before, ABCA Mid-Atlantic Coach of the Year 6 times as well. He's coached 100 all-conference players. He's a storied coach for this Eastern volleyball team.
Casagrande, touch there, kept alive. Good chance for Farrager. This one's thrown over the net. The Eagles look to set up a play. The blast there is denied again for Couch. Couch will try one more time. It'll be Harrison. Feeding it for Farrager. On the left side, keeping it alive is Cooper. Getting set up now. Opportunity there for Chi. Now light touch there by Couch. Tufts keeps it alive. Great rally going. Casagrande to Gruber, back over top. Harrison to Lou to Farrager. That one's still kept alive. Incredible. Eastern looks to set up the play now. Couch in the middle right. Keeping alive there with a touch is Martin. This one's kept alive now for Huron Buhanda. Thrown over. Thrown back again. Huron Buhanda will load the gun for Martin with the blast.
And who else but Martin coming in, hits above 300, leads the team in hitting percentage, and she gets the job done. But how about on both sides of the floor? Absolute dig party there. There must have been 12, 13, 14 digs just in that rally alone from both sides of the floor.
Yeah, valiant effort. Great rally on both sides there. And a good establishing of continuity, especially when the ball went up onto the roof and came down for Eastern. So it'll be Fragoso to serve. And alive now. It'll be Farrager, and Farrager was out of bounds. That'll be a point for the Eagles.
I think the referees were motioning there that came on the outside of that near side antenna. So sends the ball to the Eastern side of things.
It'll be Fragoso to serve again. This one dug out by Castor. Kept alive now. Farrager. She's got it. 12-9.
And who else but Riley Farrager? 11 kills on the night so far. Been one of the leaders on this team and showing off here with that high jump and that big swing.
It'll be Castor once again from the back right corner across the service line. Dug out nicely there by Cooper. Keep it alive. Pringle's blast. She's got it. Hannah Pringle does it again. And the Eagles creep a little closer. It's now 12-10 Jumbos.
And that's her counterpart on the other side of the floor in Hannah Pringle. 13 kills on the night so far, the leader on this team in kills. And these two absolutely trading blows, a battle of the outside hitters.
It'll be Casagrande to serve in the back middle. They set it up now for Chi. She's got it.
We've seen that a couple times out of Alina Chi, where she'll look like she's going up for the big swing for the kill and just kind of lets it roll off her hand awkwardly, but somehow finds the middle of the floor. A little bit of a tricky play there.
It'll be Harrison, serve deep. This one be a verdict in favor of Tufts.
Yeah, I think that was Kelly, just got a little bit too close, wanted that one a little too much at the net. Comes away with the net violation and gives Tufts a 4-point lead. That's one of the largest of the night.
It'll be Harrison to serve in the back. Dug out there, Casagrande will throw it over. Back left corner. Kept alive by the Eagles.
We'll set up a set play for Kelly. Bridget Kelly, that one falls. So Bridget Kelly earns her 11th kill of the afternoon, and now it's 14-11 Jumbos.
And we've seen a couple points on both sides of the floor just be caused by, honestly, miscommunication, just kind of players looking at each other.
He kept alive, a slam from Cunningham, kept alive by the Eagles. Pringle will now throw it down. That one's in play, and it's now 14-12 game.
And Harrison, I think she'll be thinking about that one. That kill definitely going long on that near side line. If they would have let it go, and regardless, she'll get a hand on it and put it away, as coaches will have a conversation with her in particular.
For Bridget Kelly, what a day it's been. She leads the Eagles in hitting percentage, aces, and blocks, but the last category you'd expect would be kills today. She's just been dynamite in the front court for the Eagles, keeping them alive in this one. And it's going to have to take more than just her, as both coaches are talking this over, as Huron Buhanda's played a good role. Casa Grande might have to be a little less careless, but she's made some very solid plays as well. So it should be interesting to see how both teams fare when they come out of this timeout.
Yeah, and I want to touch on Bridget Kelly a little bit more, Farrell. I mean, she is a player on this team who hits very well. She hits above 300 at 325. Was Player of the Year for her conference back in 2021, but also does wonders in the block department, is top 50 in the NCAA in blocks per set. And, you know, we mentioned we haven't really seen a whole lot of her this season on the kill, but let's consider that there's only been 4 games where she's had under 4 kills. So she's been a staple in that front row, and when you're, you know, doing your scouting, when you're shaping up against certain defenses, you have to learn who to use effectively, and they've been using her very effectively tonight.
Yeah, effectively for sure, and she's been a staple in the lineup for the past 3 seasons, a second-team All-League player in All-District, and a 2-time first-team All-MAC Commonwealth player, also an AVCA Coaches Poll honorable mention. So she's been all over the place, and she's really been playing well. So we'll look to see more of that from her as her offensive counterpart here on Buhanda to serve. BU. Farrager. That one's denied. Good job there teaming up between Hannah Pringle and Bridget Kelly.
It's really the first time we've seen the Eastern Bloc come up really big for the Eagles squad, trying to get involved like we saw in set number 3 that gave them the win.
Here in Buhanda. Throw it. Back left corner, and that's a mistake from Megan Harrison. Tie game.
In similar fashion that she ended set number 3 in there, starting to go on her run, as we've seen a couple times in this match today.
Buhanda once again. That one is a service error, and the Jumbos will retake a 15-14 lead. So we've seen that often today, Ray. A lot of times where team starts to build momentum, and then a service error, an attacking error, a net error throws momentum back in the other team's direction.
Well, and particularly for Huron Buhanda, we've seen that twice where she steps up the line, grabs an ace, and then grabs an error right after it.
Deep serve there. Floater over. Now keeping it alive there. Nice play by Fregoso. We'll set it up for Pringle. That one's going to go. Hannah Pringle, tie game at 15.
Yeah, it's the high jump from the 5'11 sophomore, goes fearlessly into the arms of the Tufts block that's been so solid tonight. And in the back row, DePincier Pinheiro just can't quite get there. It ricochets off their arms.
It'll be Gruber to serve from the back right corner. Left hand across the service line. Dug out by Harrison, middle back. Now set up there. Nice sliding dig by Casagrande. She keeps it alive. Lugo throws it over. Setting up the play now, Lou. And a slam there by Cunningham.
Cora Cunningham, she's done it over and over and over tonight. In that front row, gets up high, slams it straight down into the floor, reduces the reaction time from the Eagles, and grabs herself a point.
With Tori Golden to serve. Back left corner. This one kept alive and throwing right there. Nice play by the freshman Lou. We'll set it up for a chance for Heckman. Other 19, Lugo. That one is out. Nonetheless, though, went off the tip of a hand. So it'll be an Eastern point, tying the game at 16.
Yeah, back and forth here from Ben Light Gymnasium like we've seen all night. This one of the most tightly contested sets we've seen yet.
Harrison with a dig. It's thrown over by Cunningham. Perfect placement. And a 17-16 lead for the Jumbos.
A perfectly placed tip there, and we talked earlier about how sometimes on those tips off the fingers, it can be a little hard to gauge how hard you need to do it to place them perfectly, but Cora Cunningham.
Cunningham has been strong today as she serves from the back left corner. There's a chance there. Nicely dug out by Golden. They'll set it up for chance there. Now a slam's rejected. Emma Heckman and Elena Chi widening the gap to a 2-point lead.
Yeah, both of those players non-starters, but they check in off the bench and come in and make waves in that front row.
It'll be Cunningham. That one's dug by Couch. Set up for Couch again. Nice sliding play there, and that one's going to go off the net and down and in favor of the Eagles, who get rewarded a point there.
Yeah, Couch gets up there for the hard kill, goes off the arms, and kind of hard to gauge the control when you get up there and just have so much power that you have to handle.
The freshman Grace Cooper to serve. Now there'll be a chance for Heckman over the net. Casagrande look to set it up. Usual play there for Couch. Now a slam from Chi is dug out nicely in the backcourt by Casagrande, and a mismatch in timing gives the Jumbos a 19-17 lead.
Yeah, and this senior setter in Haran Buhanda, so well connected to her hitters on both sides of the floor, so an uncharacteristic error out of her. And an error out on the hitters, too. Just having that miscommunication there, not reading each other properly.
And looking to take advantage on that miscommunication now will be Maddie Yu, who leads the Jumbos in assists. Rather solid afternoon for her as Couch looks to slam that one home. That one's dug out. Will be Lou setting it up. That one's rejected there on the try for Castor. Another try is rejected again by Logan Martin. And don't go anywhere yet. Eastern continues to apply pressure.
You can see on the floor, Farrager on the far side was really yelling for it, wanted that back set from Maddie Yu, but regardless, she chooses Chi, and that goes straight into the arms of the block.
Back right corner will be Fregoso to serve. Looking to tie the game. That one's dug out by Harrison. For Yu. A slam opportunity for Castor. Another try on the other end. Hannah Pringle, tie game.
Hannah Pringle, have yourself a game. 17 kills for her so far on the night, and she's been really the mainstay on this front row that's kept the Eagles in this one.
He's thrown over. Quick touch play. Castor lightly floats one. Now a chance for Pringle. Slams it again. Hannah Pringle's on fire. Make it 18. And a 20-19 lead for the Eagles.
Unreal out of Hannah Pringle coming up. Big swings, absolutely hammering these kills home for the Eagles.
It'll be Fregoso to serve once again. Looking to knot the score at 20. Tufts trying to widen the gap, and they'll do so. Riley Farrager. Tying the game at 20.
And that's her counterpart on the other side. Hannah Pringle's counterpart, that is. Both of them trading blows right now.
It'll be Castor to serve from deep. Dug out by Cooper. Keep it alive now. Slam from Logan Martin. Number 21 gives the Eastern Eagles point number 21 in set 4.
So much volume from the eastern side of the court, absolutely blaring with their screams and their fired upness of their team.
That one goes out, so careless mistake by Grace Casagrande on a service error. and Tufts will regain the lead. Chance here for Pringle. She's met well again. The front of the net met again by Tori Golden, but they will reward the point to Eastern.
Yeah, Tori Golden went up for that block, had it down, and kind of stepped forward into the net, just touching it slightly. She knew as soon as she did it that it was on her.
Huron Buhanda from the back left corner. Over the service line, across the net. Nice dig by Harrison. They keep it alive. Light touch over there. Goes out off of Riley Farringer. And now the Eagles take a 23-21 lead and force Tufts to call another timeout.
You know, Farrell, we've seen it over and over again where these timeouts have just worked very much in favor of the team that calls, and they have a chance to come in to hear a word from their coaches who we mentioned are so experienced, seem to know exactly what to say to these teams to put them back in the game. And I think that's the right play from Coach Thompson to let her captains kind of regroup the team, come in, share some words, and for Coach Mark Birtwistle to keep his team in this one, send it to 5.
Yeah, I'd certainly be curious to know what's going on in that Tufts huddle right now, but it hasn't been a terrible fourth set for them. I think it's more so just Eastern really continuing to play their game and wake up, much to the likeness of efforts from players such as Logan Martin, who has 12 kills on the day. She's been just especially noticeable recently.
Yeah, Logan Martin coming in. I mean, she is one of the better hitters on this team. 386 as the middle hitter. She's absolutely outstanding. There's only 8 games this season where she hasn't hit above 300. Doing that today, she's hitting 308 on the day so far, but she was 2021 MAC first team as well as in 2023, and she kind of transitioned from that outside hitter to that middle hitter this year. Has been making the adjustment very well.
Huron Buhanda as the Eagles look to put the finishing touches on this one. A slam by Farringer, 23-22.
Yeah, the Jumbos right back in this one. I mentioned how crucial the timeouts have been in shifting momentum, and it seems like the Jumbos have their energy back right now.
From back left corner, it'll be Rihanna Liu to serve. Freshman's had herself a strong afternoon. This one kept alive in the back by Pringle. They set it up now. Lugo, quick touch. Harrison will set it up for Golden. Rejected. It'll be Bridget Kelly and Jaylene Lugo and company. And now set point for the Eagles.
Yeah, and that's the leader on this team in blocks and third in the MAC in blocks per set. Also top 50 in the NCAA in that category. Very strong out of number 15 in the front row.
Trinity Gruber. A chance now. That one goes out off the hand of Emma Heckman. And the Eagles have rallied all the way back to force a 5th and final set.
You know, Farrell, there have been 21 games this year that Eastern's won, and they have been sweeps. But they have not yet been swept this season, and they're showing exactly why. Great
resilience in the last 2 sets, especially being down 2 match point in set 3. And they fight through it and now have forced a winner-take-all set 5 with a trip to the second round on the line. So we will take a quick break, and when we come back, Rihanna will have you on coverage of set 5. Welcome back to Ben Light Gymnasium. Farrell Hudson alongside with you, getting ready for set 5. Rayonna DeCrow will be back momentarily between the Eastern Eagles and the Tufts Jumbos.
Yeah, it's been a hard back and forth battle, and it's been so fun so far to watch. We mentioned at the start how competitive this match was going to be. They have delivered.
Yeah, delivered indeed. It's been quite the entertaining game, getting all the way to a set 5. Now it'll take 15 points to decide a winner and a trip to live to see another day.
Both of these teams fighting tooth and nail. But this first serve, will be from the senior setter in Maddie Yu. We are underway here in set number 5. And the quick set over by Haran Buhanda, getting things going right away, an electric start.
Yeah, just brilliance right there. Usually a great playmaker. That almost looked like a pass, and go figure, she leads the team in assists. Almost a pass play right there, a bit of trickery, and a 1-0 lead.
So Casagrande going back row, great serve. Golden looks to finish, can't do it. Yu sets up Farrager. Now Pringle tries, dug out by Harrison. Yu for Cunningham, right off the arms of Bridget Kelly.
Kelly's been huge so far today. Makes another key block there, and defense leads to offense, like we said earlier. It does there, and a 2-0 lead for Eastern.
So Eagles on a run right now, closing out set number 4. And 2 here early in set number 2 is all the way from the back row was Castor. Now Kelly looks for the tip, finds it, a great read.
Bridget Kelly's been doing it all today. Blocks, assists, and great hits in clutch play. And it's getting late early for the Tufts Jumbos.
So the Eagles up 3-0, Casagrande. Yu sets up Farrager, big swing. Now Cunningham with the tip over. Haran Buhanda sets up Pringle, can't do it. Harrison for Farrager again, trying to close, but far of the near side line.
And Riley Farrager's had a good day, but tough part is just hit a few too many out of bounds. That's a costly time for it to happen here as the hole is widening at 4-0.
So Casagrande on a run here, and a service ace off the fingertips of Claire Castor gives the Eagles the 5-point lead.
This is the largest lead the Eagles have had all day, as the Jumbos are going to have to call a timeout in desperation time of what could be the end of their season here shortly.
The Eagles fired up, the Jumbos trying to regain control of the set as both coaches will have conversations with their team. And how about the Eastern Eagles, though, going on quite the run off that 4th set where it looked like the Jumbos had a chance to crawl back in it, but Eastern slams the door in. What a battle it's been so far.
Yeah, what a battle indeed, but it was not like the first 2 sets were won by a landslide. They were very close. It took extra time for the Jumbos to win one of them. So Eastern was hanging tough the whole time. Now they're playing their game, limiting their mistakes even more, and likely on the precipice of victory here soon.
And this Eastern team started the season with a win over Adrian and a 3-1 win over Pacific Lutheran, but lost the next 2, considering this team is 23-7, one of the few losses of the season. They then 27-3, and then went on an 11-game winning streak until they came to the South Hill and lost to Ithaca on September 29th. They haven't lost since that game.
You can see the fan section now starting to stand up a bit. And the Let's Go Jumbos chant from the bench of Tufts.
Teams that are playing next are in the building. NYU on the right side, bleachers. Babson on the left. That's Stevenson, As we're back underway here in set 5, Harrison sends the free ball over. Haran Buhanda for Kelly. Harrison is there. You sets up Farriger. Stuffed. Now Golden tries, and she'll do it. They'll call that ball in play.
That point was essential, and Tori Golden's been there all day. Best kill percentage on the team, and she's had a couple key ones today getting into double figures. It's a 5-1 game.
It's been Tori Golden all night long, tied first on the team in kills per set. Doing wonders for the Jumbos tonight as Pringle looks to finish. And stuffed by Riley Farriger and Cora Cunningham on the far side.
And the emotion on Farriger's face says it all right there. Just great block, a great sense of urgency. And we'll see now if a real rally can get going with a serve for Golden.
She's been one of those players that's been so vocal on the floor tonight as Golden gets her third serve away. Pringle tip over. One-handed is you. Golden from the back row. Mishandled by Cooper. Wild and into the netting from Pringle. Grace Cooper in the back row. From that back row hit from Tori Golden. She's been the fire starter all night long, and she's doing it again right here from the service line. Gets 4 away. Sets up Pringle on the far side. That'll be off the fingertip of Riley Farriger and out.
And that hurts because had it not gone off of Farriger's hand, that's likely going out anyway. Nonetheless, can't control that now for Tufts as they fall behind 6-3.
So this is Haran Buhanda. Grabs a service ace right away.
And Haran Buhanda has been the difference maker on multiple occasions tonight. She does it there again for the Eagles. They're starting to put this one away at 7-3.
Go ahead and give her 6 service aces on the night. And we mentioned it before, the pattern. It feels like deja vu all over again, where she grabs an ace and then notches an error right afterwards. So 6 service aces to 3 errors on the night for her. On the afternoon, Cora Cunningham at the line. Haran Buhanda, free ball over. You sets up Farriger on the far side, can't finish. Haran Buhanda for Kelly, the tricky tip over. You sets up Bennett, who's checking in for the first time. And the net violation from the Jumbos.
Good job there as both teams will switch sides with the Eagles leading 8-4.
That was Brittany Bennett, the 6'1 senior, checking into this game for the first time. One of the senior leaders on this team, trying to get them fired up to stay in this set, which only goes to 15. So it's crunch time here at Ben Light Gymnasium. The Eagles looking to finish after going down 2-0 in sets 1 and 2 to go 3 unanswered. At the line, this is Trinity Gruber. Played all 30 matches her freshman and sophomore year. She's done the same this year. 5th on the team in service aces with 37. As she awaits the referees at the scorer's table. They'll signal her, and the run-up, serve is good. You, it's a Farriger from the back row. Rolls off the right-hand side of her hand and out of the near line.
Yeah, that one stings if you're Farriger. You had an open right side and just goes, like you said, Ray, rolls off a 9-4 lead.
You. For Golden from the back row, that's been her specialty tonight. Haran Buhanda for Lugo, puts it away.
The momentum's just building now as Lugo gets that one, and it's starting to become a blowout at 10-4.
And the Eastern University Eagles on a run right now, just 5 away from sending themselves into the second round of the NCAA playoffs. Castor looks to finish. She'll do it.
A nice play there picking her spot by Castor, sees a weak spot, capitalizes on it, and says, hey, don't go anywhere yet, 10-5.
So it'll be Claire Castor, the freshman, who gives the ball back to the Jumbos. And another freshman in that outstanding class for the Jumbos, Rihanna Liu, at the line, sends a serve over. Free ball over by Gruber. Liu sets up Castor, stuffed by the Eastern block. Liu for Castor again. And getting a fingertip on it was Eastern, so they'll award that. No, excuse me. They called that back, so Eastern will be 4 away as the Jumbos will call a timeout, try to regroup before they let set number 5 slip through their fingertips.
Yeah, and you can see the emotion on Eastern's face, just crimson red in the face, just dripping in sweat, and the adulation of victory they are smelling as it's getting very near, as they've had a great start to set 5. And for Tufts, it's trying times right now, in desperation time, looking for a last-second miracle.
And I talked to Coach Burt Whistle earlier today, and he told me when I asked him if there was anything that his team needed to do better to get through the first round of this playoffs, he said, I haven't really thought a whole lot about what we don't do well. And it showed here in these final 3 sets. They've been so consistent on the hit, on the block, on the dig. Doing so well in the defensive categories as well as on the offensive side. Hannah Pringle shining. 20 kills so far for her on the night. As well as Bridget Kelly with 13. Lydia Martin with 12. Logan Martin, excuse me.
Been quite the entertaining matchup, and yeah, like you said, Ray, they've gotten back to playing their game. Huron Buhanda's had a great day. She leads the team in assists, and you look at Hannah Pringle leading the team in kills, doing the usual today with 18.
Pringle, who they've relied on all season, had 27 kills in the conference championship versus Stevenson. And Bridget Kelly will go to the line and notch an error. So the Jumbos get the ball back. And those timeouts, which have been so momentum shifting, this is the chance for Tufts to see if it did so. And the untimely error on both sides of the floor.
Yeah, a tough service error there for Castor. She had over 30 coming into this game, so it's certainly been a concern, her service ace to service error ratio. And the worst case scenario happens for the Jumbos there, as now Eastern is 3 points away.
Grace Cooper, the 5'3" freshman, one of the smaller players on the floor, sends a floater serve over. Rihanna Liu sets up Golden. Now Huron Buhanda for Couch into the arms of the block. Martin looking to finish, can't do it. And picking up the loose change, Alina Chi.
Yeah, gotta love Chi's effort there. Tufts might not come out of this game winning, but one player that was a winner today was Alina Chi. She's just been outstanding, leading the team in blocks today and on the season, and makes great plays like that on offense.
So Harrison sends a perfectly placed serve over. Casagrande trips over her teammate as Liu sets up Golden. Quick tip over. And it did not touch the arms of the blockers, so 4 hits on the Jumbos side of things puts the Eagles within 2. Fans are on their feet. Teams on both sides watching anxiously as Gruber checks out. This is Fragoso into serve, who started us off in this match. Golden receives. This is Heckman looking to finish, can't do it. The setter's dump. Great dive by Rihanna Liu, ending it out. And Martin slams the door, goes straight through the arms of Cunningham.
Logan Martin's been another noticeable candidate all day. Outstanding. 12 kills, a hitting percentage of .286, and 14 points. Eastern looking to close it out here.
Fragoso. Liu sets up Golden. And not being able to get there in the back row is Casagrande. She dived for it. But the Jumbos stay alive for another point as This will be the senior, Maddie Yu. The more experienced setter on the floor. And closing it is Martin. The missile and the nail in the coffin sends the Eagles into the second round of the NCAA playoffs on the South Hill here in Ben Light Gymnasium.
What an afternoon it's been, Ray.
What an afternoon indeed. 5 tightly contested sets, but the Eagles will take this 1 in 5. Set number 1 did go to the Jumbos, 28-26. Set number 2 again to Tufts, 25-21. But then responding in 3 straight sets, 27-25, 25-22, and 15-8 are the Eastern Eagles. They will stay undefeated since 9/29 and await the result of the NYU Eastern Nazarene game to see who they will play in round 2 of the NCAA playoffs.
Yeah, great win, and look at them salute the section of parents and fans, and all huddled up now, arms or hands interlocked with one another. That's got to be quite the feeling coming back that far.
So they will celebrate and await the result of the next game. But that's going to be all from us here at Ben Light Gymnasium. We have coverage all day long of the first round of the NCAA playoffs here on the South Hill. From Ithaca, New York, I'm Rihanna DeCrow alongside Farrell Hudson. Thank you so much for tuning in, and stay tuned for NYU Stevenson coming up next.